Greetings, everyone. We're Random Encounter Productions. I'm Cody Stone. With me tonight, we have...
Hey, I'm Sam. I'm going to be playing Lola, and she is a vampire gunslinger.
Hi, I'm Courtney, and I'm playing Effie, the suave delinquent.
And I'm Sean, and I am playing Thomas Haywood, the gunslinging, driving martial artist.
Hi, I'm Caitlin. I'm playing Isolde, the militarist, decipher, sniper, warrior, sniper.
Yep.
Why do I want to snap?
She has fun trivia in her cap. I'm Megan, and I'm playing Lucy, the vampire martial artist.
Every time I shoot one of the games has trivia in it.
I'm playing Detective Jeremiah Wilson.
Are you a detective?
I hate you all. A heavy man at arms, you and Juggernaut drifter.
None of those words were English.
Let's bring it
And
down
also, you
notch
forgot
and then
the
try
werewolf.
again.
That's Eric. He's playing a heavy man-at-arms.
Juggernaut. Human drifter.
Human drifter.
Werewolf.
Werewolf. Werewolf.
Yeah.
That's Eric.
We're going to need you to speak in tones that...
In the human register?
can hear.
Not
That-
just the dogs.
that-
Not just your werewolf friends.
Well, that's
Not just your
good
werewolf
to know
friends.
you're embracing your werewolfness. So, guys, thanks for being with us. We know it's a late start, but occasionally life is going to do that to us. Tomorrow night will also be a late start. Who do we have back tomorrow night? I think we got a couple of people. Maybe I know that we may not. There was some question because we weren't sure who could make the second game.
Yeah, I also did not realize how late Sam was at work. We would be here for half an hour.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
She's off at 10. She's off at like 10:30.
10:30.
Oh,
Yeah.
wow.
So like I'd have to go get her, and then it'd take half an hour to get here.
Right,
so like
right.
we're probably no lesbians tomorrow.
Oh, okay. Well,
Rip me.
yeah, we'll get there in just.
No, I'm just trying to find it. Oh, wait. Oh, that's stuff because there's stuff on the screen. That's why.
Yeah. It's all right. Taste that awkwardness.
Yep. Yep.
Can't
Or we're just gonna
get
revel in
like
it.
Are we just
one-
gonna chew on it a little
A
longer?
little bit. Yeah,
Why did you do this after I already suffered during my intro?
You're good.
Because you're fun.
It's okay. It's savory like jerky. Just like what it has.
Keep chewing.
It's not
Yeah.
savored jerky.
There's no
One
choice
does.
but to savor it. It stays in your mouth so long.
Is that savored?
Yeah.
Fair.
You do it right.
For forever.
You gotta rehydrate that beef.
Make sure it's nice and moist.
Is that what they do at the beefsteak club?
I guess so. Yeah.
Liberty.
That's a word for it. Yeah.
Guys, it's Friday night. It's late. I
For
just
the
got
record,
here.
I didn't say it
You didn't say it. Well done. Yeah.
first time in
So, a couple of quick things. First of all, we want to say thank you to our friends over at Castpolix.
Yeah,
They're
they do.
fantastic. Head on over there, enter the promo code Random Encounters, plural on the encounters. You have 15% off your entire order over there. It is phenomenal. They have a lot of wonderful products. They do jewelry, they do dice. Well made, delivered, well priced, and yeah. So head on over there, support them. Also, we want to say thank you to our friends over at Skull Splitter.
We have some unbagging to do.
We do have a little bit.
I didn't let him have it yet because I wanted his excitement to be fresh and in the moment.
Let's see it. Let's
so
see
heavy.
the excitement.
Palpable.
The sack is so heavy.
Ew.
So heavy. Not sponsored by the Beatles. Oh my god. So I don't. Oh shit! I don't have the list. I don't know exactly what those are. They're.
I sent you a screenshot.
No, I know what they are, but there's like a name.
We looked it up the other night and I don't remember anymore.
Can I take that and?
Yes.
I forget.
Yes.
They're so heavy and shiny.
I literally just looked at it.
lying to you. I have the list. Okay.
Okay.
Give me 5 seconds.
Yeah. Take your time. I'm gonna.
Jesus.
This is a metal set.
Yep.
Yeah,
with
I didn't.
green etched numbers.
Yep. This is the
reflective.
Black Dragon, shiny black nickel with green numbering.
They're pretty.
That's really pretty.
Yeah.
It is so pretty. And I'm so po that I can't afford metal dice, so this is so nice.
These are really cool.
Mm-hmm.
So very cool.
There we go.
Now you're like a YouTube makeup tutorial code.
Yeah.
Just put the brush right.
Can you see it?
Right,
Can you see it?
Yeah,
Can you see it?
right there.
Focus.
I just realized now I hate to overrule you, Sam, but I feel like I have to roll that for my D20 for the night. Jesus.
That's your D20. Also, these new ones
Also, yes.
and the Huntress sets.
Okay. Yes.
Ah, yes. Huntress set.
They're so pretty. They come in a big bag.
I had to.
Oh, guys, this is going to be a good.
So you guys can see there, that is the Skull Splitter logo in the middle one. The brushed metal, there's a great weight to these. They've got
The numbers are big.
The numbers are very big. They're easy to read. The Huntress set we've been talking about, it's that pearlescent with that starburst sort of cherry strawberry color. They're both phenomenal sets. We really can't speak highly enough of them.
The Hunter set is limited edition.
It is. So,
I got a set too.
what did
Yeah, you did.
get?
Let's see what you got.
I got my favorite color, and it's actually really nice. And I'm gonna stop acting like
Ether
a child. Purple,
It's a choice.
actually lavender is my favorite color, and it's really hard for me to find really good lavender dice. And they actually were able to do it, which is why I jumped on these occasions.
It's like a vapor set.
It's like a vapor.
It's
Yeah.
the Ether set.
Yeah,
so
it's
it's a slightly clear lavender color. Is there marbling in there?
It's like swirly.
Swirl- a little swirly in there?
It's very smoky.
It's that
Nice.
purple haze.
It's hazy. That's
It is,
smoky.
sure.
Yeah, there you
Sure.
go. But
Purple
I
haze.
also, if you notice when Megan was showing, or Cody was showing Megan's dice, that the metal D20s now have the Skull Splitter logo on them. They just announced those via email to me today. I don't know, maybe you had a secret stash and got them earlier.
Okay, my
But I finally have money, and so I finally bought some of my metal
Ooh.
D20s. So I have a few coming in the mail. And I'm gonna fangirl for a second because their emails system, I don't know if any of you guys have purchased from Skull Splitter, but their emails are hilarious. He talks about being a dwarf in a forge, and he's physically forging your dice for you.
Uh-huh.
And then he's like, oh, I'm actively working on your dice in the forge, and I will get them to you as soon as possible. And then I ordered them today and got the shipping email today as well. So that's how fast they are.
Yeah.
And then I got the email. He's like, even though my forge was under attack by gnomes, I was still able to get your shipment out on time. And there's this thing, there's this series of tubes that the elves made, and it tells me that this is getting to you soon. And I was just like,
But they're different every time.
Right.
This isn't the first Skull Splitter set I've gotten. Every single email I get, it's
What?
from a different elf, a gnome, a dwarf that's crafting stuff. They're really dorky and fun.
Yeah.
it's really, really
Really
cute.
cute.
And I love them. And so you should support them because they're awesome.
We love them.
Yes.
They
If
are
you
our
don't
friends.
support them, we don't support you.
Oh.
They're very cool.
Yes.
So those are the Skull Splitter. We're also trying to get 30 patrons. Head on over to our Patreon. You can check that out. We also have links up on the website, I believe.
Yes.
So that is awesome. We're going to try to start utilizing that avenue more. So please check it out. Let's generate some traffic over there. We did shoot a board game for you guys last night that we're going to be
It was a lot of fun.
on the YouTubes.
Guys, you didn't die.
We won.
We didn't die. Yeah, we. It was
Spoilers.
an elder sign.
Spoiler alert.
Yeah.
No, listen,
Watch us win elder
I
signs.
wouldn't be talking about how what a great night it was when we died.
You won now.
Yeah.
It's lulling you into a false sense of security, my
It's
friends.
true.
Because we're going to come back to it and be like, we can play Elder Side.
Yeah, it's,
Matthew did say it was the best it's ever got for him.
yeah, it's true.
And Ryla, older sign, play you.
Yep, you're not wrong.
It's,
Hey, we had Ryla, right?
And Carcosa.
Yep, got that
so yeah, tomorrow night we will be doing, I believe, some Star Wars character building. Yes.
Sunday's when the real adventure is, though.
What's
Sunday?
Sunday?
The inspectors.
Maybe.
No,
we,
Oh,
we,
no.
we don't know. That's not
Oh,
on the
next Sunday?
And it's also not live.
We're pre-recording, so
Yeah,
that's one of the shows that we're pre-recording.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
But tomorrow night is the Wars of Stars.
it is, I believe, the Wars of Stars.
We're the
Their
wars. We're the
preparation.
stars.
Where did we come down on for timeline?
So far votes are, I'll double check, but last I looked was Legacy era, playing Saga Edition. So not the Fantasy Flights version, but the
Can't tell if it's just please or please.
We're not sure.
You can't tell. You were so coy with your fan.
It wasn't thunderous, so I'm gonna assume it was pleased.
There you go.
There you go.
Does my fan look displeased?
I can't tell. I'm tired. Yeah, Legacy Era is
Legacy
the
Era.
set,
That's
and that is 125 years after the Battle of Yavin.
but that isn't the comics.
That is the comics.
That's the story that's been
The non-canon.
discarded.
Yeah, the canon story that is now
officially
You
non-canon.
know,
It
it
was
was
the
the
Dark
canon to
Horse
me.
comic. It
Oh, okay.
focus is on the one Sith and their return from the Outer Rim. So that is a Sith order of a bunch of yellow-eyed, red-skinned maniacs.
Oh, like Sith as a race.
They don't have the true Sith race,
Yeah.
but they do the Rack of Pain.
Continue.
Which is a Yuzon Vong torture method to instill anger into their force-sensitive entities.
Please, guys, I'm begging you.
What?
So, Darth Talon, the redheaded Twi'lek with all the black tattoos, and that's where she's from.
Yeah.
Yep.
Goodness.
That's all I want for Christmas.
To be a Sith?
I mean, that is the
Sith?
dream. That is the dream.
The one Sith is a misnomer. There are many of them.
Yeah.
They are legion.
And the Sith as like a species, they're dead. They're
I
extinct.
really wish we'd have rearranged.
I mean, every so often they like in a story they'll pop one up and be like, "This is the forgotten one." In the same way you like during the Jedi Civil War, or in like Galactic Civil War, there's always like, "There's a hidden Jedi that Vader didn't kill." And
we
you're like,
didn't
"Oh, come on,
know."
don't diminish his achievements." The man was amazing at what he did.
He got up very early in the morning.
He was
He could
like,
sound like sunflowers.
but when you're good at something, like,
Embrace it.
yeah.
Look, I'm sorting out.
So every
there.
time I always
Where we
read one of
go.
those stories where it's like,
Kids. I don't.
he was hanging out on this unknown planet, and I was like, fucking, you couldn't get away from Vader. He knew you were. Like,
He sees
I'm
you
glad this
and
isn't canon. I'm glad this isn't canon, all right? Like, Vader killed you. Like,
Literally the first time I met Megan, she told me the gorgeousness of her Sith theory about why Sith are better than Jedi.
feelings
The
with him.
first time.
There are many.
Sat for like 3
There are many
hours.
feelings.
It also like de-evolved into a Shakespeare argument.
It did.
Mm,
It really did.
Good.
She really got the best of me that night.
that is the
And I'm here more than a year later, so it's okay.
Sitting next to me.
best.
Let's go buy a car.
Let's do it. All right, guys. So we are playing Lamplighters. Go ahead. Tell us about.
We have friends at Haunted Mountain. They made Eric's dice tray.
No.
Why you gotta do
He
this?
comes up with fun names. If it's not, you're in the
oh, well.
Phantom Carriage made his dice
Great
tray.
night. So we just sort of.
Yeah, we
Ghost
yes.
Ridden Foothill.
Short, sweet, to the point. They make awesome dice trays and dice armoires. You should check them
They
out.
posted one on their
Haunted Mountain.
Twitter that had little cats with little weapons on it.
Yep.
And it's the cutest thing I've ever seen in my goddamn life.
It was a great one.
That's awesome.
And I think it said roll to save versus cute.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it did. It was
Saving
little,
roll.
it was little kitty cats with little armor and little weapons, and it was very cute.
And like going around the circle said, roll save versus cute.
They make good things.
Check them out.
They make great things.
They're
Check them out.
awesome.
Okay, bye.
Yep.
Instagram, Facebook. They just
All
have
right, guys.
Facebook.
So our adventure takes place in 1888 in London, a very different world than the one that we know, where the difference in analytical engines have driven forward the cogs of progress in engineering and technologies by about 50 years. So the demand for an educated workforce has spread education throughout the known world, and as it is apt to do, created opportunities for greater equality. The British Empire is in the midst of a lot of social and sexual revolutions as women enter the workforce, but still dressed to accentuate their feminine features in contrast to their male counterparts. Our heroes are members of the Lamplighters, a secret society dedicated to keeping the weird, wild, and wicked things of the night away from the light of civilization. They have been of late focused on a pack of werewolves that are led by James the Killer Miller, a notorious assassin and serial killer from the American West. He has led his pack from Paris to London and is recently replenished his ranks as the Lamplighters have killed two of his beta werewolves, two of his female betas. So he's recently replaced them. They did just kill another beta, a third. So he's down.
She was one of the originals.
Yeah.
Yes.
One of the French girls.
She was one of the originals.
Marguerite.
Marguerite.
I know, I'm just doing.
Yeah, I know. But just so you know which one we killed. Marguerite.
Yep. So they are down to 4. You guys, there were 5. You killed 2. You replaced 2. You killed 1.
He has 4 right now.
2 plus 1 plus 2 plus
I was like,
Yeah.
that's a lot of math. In a row.
So is this game.
5 minus 2 plus 1 plus 1 minus 1.
But you're resistant, so.
Honestly, one of the best movies ever. So,
Yeah.
2 plus 1 plus 2.
So that is where we were, and then we took 3 days off in deference to the full moon, as some of the Lamplighters have been infected with the curse or disease of lycanthropy. The beast continues to rise within the former detective Jeremiah, and the difficulty to control it continues to grow, if I'm not mistaken.
Yep, up to a DC of 16.
With DC of 16. On a will save.
It's a Rowan death save right there.
It is. Yep.
It got worse than that. Oh.
So, what day are we up
22nd.
22nd.
That is the
Today
day
is
after
the 22nd
the
of September.
Thank you very much.
Well,
It's the end
the
of
day after the day after the.
The day after.
Yes.
Yes. I did the math at the end of the
3
last
day
session and I
cycle.
wrote it down then. So thanks me from last week.
Much appreciated you from last week.
You just high five yourself.
I was clapping, but sure.
Okay.
It's a little bit of both. Why not?
It was meant to be a clap, but you know what? Yeah. Good job.
Me.
You're doing great, buddy.
I appreciate the difference in a self high five and a clap is the clap, both hands are active. In the self high five, the one hand
Yeah, it is.
passive.
Yeah.
It is.
It is no.
Is receiving. It's,
Yeah.
it's less passive. It's more like you get this gift.
Yeah.
For you.
So, what would you guys like to do?
I have a week of downtime, but
All right, let's do a week of downtime for you. What are you up to?
research now that I have money.
All right, so what research are you doing?
Further into the whole Ankh, Chris Pratt, Egypt nonsense.
Okay. I believe there's a bare minimum cost for research. Is it 50 or?
I think it's 50.
Okay.
And then
I think we called it 50 because pounds are kind of more than dollars.
Yeah,
it's
that's
50
fine.
and then to like increase it.
For
goes up 50.
it's another 100.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
To add up 1, right?
yes, and you
Yeah.
can do that up to 10 times.
Oh, fair.
So
Not that wealthy. I mean,
Not motivated, are you?
motivated. Okay. Research is investigation, correct?
yes, it is.
Okay. You can't do a religion check on it, right?
No.
Cool.
I don't.
Just asking.
Yeah, under certain circumstances, if this was researching like a more known religion or something that had more cohesion to it, but from what you guys know already, it is polytheistic. It's an order that grasps at any straw for immortality, regardless of their origin.
Like who was like the?
You know, just from some past research that they have gone in search of the Grail, But you also know that they have standings like this in Egypt, where they've gone on expeditions. They have gone on searches for the Fountain of Youth. Essentially, anything and everything they can think of to be like, I live forever.
Good.
That's they're up for it. So, what sort of research are you looking for? What sort of questions do you want answered?
I think that before the werewolf thing took precedence, a lot of people were reticent about what exactly we could accomplish going to Egypt. So I think it's more like, how would this actively help us if we were to go? And see maybe if I could research the contact that Chris gave us.
Which contact did
he gave us a guide, the name of the guide that he was there.
Yes. And do you have that name?
I do. It is somewhere.
Innsmouth. That's
yeah, I think it's Ursu.
Different.
Oh no.
Ursu. So IRSU. And last name's Benefrey.
Okay. Okay. So yeah, go ahead and roll your.
I'm gonna put 200 extra pounds to it.
So you get the +2.
Yeah.
Let's do it.
$22.
Okay. Ursu is from what you can tell, good local guy, guide. Yeah.
All around good guy.
All around solid dude.
Great guy.
Weird guy. Works out of Cairo. Is a former member of the Medjay Order. And
Sorry.
so he's probably been kicked out or dishonored about it in some way. So now he does rich guy tours, essentially. But so this last one was something that was very specific, and that's why they went with him. That's also probably why he, of anybody, survived and escaped. A lot of the information that you get, because not many of those people made it back to London, although you are able to use your military contacts. That's how you get the information on Ursu, just from the people that are in Egypt, in Cairo. Yeah, the business that goes through there, they sort of check up on them for you. That's where you get that sort of background. So there is the question of what happened to Delilah. If she is still in that pyramid, who killed and murdered those people. The other thing it can do is that Ankh, you were trying to figure out the significance of the Ankh. And from what you guys can tell, that Ankh originated in that Oasis pyramid. So you may need that Ankh to unlock something in that pyramid, or going to the pyramid may provide you some insight into purpose and use of the Ankh.
How big is it again?
It is, the loop of it is big enough that you can like hold and it be like an eyepiece. So probably like a foot. Like
okay.
Foot and a
In
half
theory,
by
we
foot.
could carry it.
You could carry
we don't
it.
necessarily need like the Zeppelin for it.
No.
Okay.
It is not small crucifix style. It's more like put it on a stick and walk it down the aisle, crucifix size.
Word.
If
I
that,
used to do that.
yeah, there you go.
Word. Okay.
If that helps in visualization, yeah. So yeah, the Ankh and the pyramid itself are tie-ins to the motivation of the Order of Renewed Life, that cult and necessarily what happened there. It may also give you some sort of insight into. You guys know that there are supernatural forces that are influencing that cult.
Mhm.
That's how you guys have sort of gotten tied up into them. Discovering the origins of those supernatural influences may give you insight into their, not just their motives, but their means
Mhm.
of operations, and help you not just identify them, but find ways to stop them. But that all sort of ties together. It's not, you may need to go there, you may not. You may be able to do all of that without ever traveling or doing that. But that is what that piece of the puzzle is.
Do they think
Not bad.
that the black flags are associated, or are they separate?
They seem separate.
They seem separate. Okay.
Yeah, they believe that to be something more modernist, mechanist, potentially. They fear it ties into the attack on the Aurora Borealis in some way, and whatever it is, they from what you can tell. I'm giving you this. I know it wasn't really what you were looking for, but on the
We'll take info.
on the 22,
I know. I was like, I'm sure I would just be like, find out about these things, please.
yeah. They're concerned about whatever the most impressive sort of sky vehicles are at the moment. And that seems to be a fast-moving, high-altitude thing. So, as best I can tell, unless they don't see any signs of it being a multiple cell organization. They suspect it is a singular ship or vessel that just flew from Cairo to London to New York to San Francisco and got through Chicago and dotted the landscape.
That's one.
So
Thanks.
there you go. What else?
I have a question.
Sure.
And if it would take more than the 3 days of us waiting out the full moon for me to get this information, you can tell me and I can try it another time.
Okay.
You told us last week that the wolves have basically abandoned Hyde Park because of some other kind of predator presence there.
Yes.
Do we know how many attacks there have been like that?
Ooh.
Or like just a ballpark even?
Roll me an investigation.
Okay.
Check.
We know what kind of attacks they've been.
Yeah.
It's
know,
bludgeoning. I know
you
that.
know
checked
the distinction, the difference.
Investigation?
Yeah.
Can I assist?
Yeah. Yeah, you can say that.
I was debating using things, but I'll take the help. I rolled the exact same thing. Then I will use a couple of just to bump it a little. It's not the worst it's ever been, but I'd like it to be slightly better. 15.
15. That seems to be a fairly recent happening within the last 2 months.
Uh-huh.
Those are not tied to the lunar cycle, from what you can tell.
I didn't think they were.
And they are, so far, they were about 3 weeks apart.
Okay.
And the last one was about 2 weeks ago.
Okay.
So
Does it seem random? Like are the victims all professors at the university? Like somebody has a grudge?
there have been a total of, I believe, what did
I
you guys
think
say?
you said 3.
3 or 4.
Okay.
Men and women,
Okay.
different jobs and socioeconomic statuses.
Okay.
Nothing that ties the victims together.
Okay. Cool.
From what you guys.
This is what Courtney's been thinking
And
about all week because
So-
I was like, I should have asked about that last week and I didn't do it, so I'm doing it now.
From just the news reports we've read, it's bludgeoning damage. So that would be like blunt trauma to like the head or.
Yeah, blood trauma, bruised bodies, broken bones, but no teeth or bite marks.
Mhm.
They are currently blaming it on a wild gorilla that escaped from the zoo.
So they look like fists, not clubs.
Well, one of them was picked up by its feet and into a tree.
I don't like that.
So there's that. Another one has just sort of been basketballed its head off the ground or the concrete. So
It's King Kong.
It's King Kong.
Where are the origins of
He escaped Skull Island, went to New York, escaped New York, and came to London. It's fine.
just
yep, but he picked up stealth and expertise.
As any good king should have.
I'll allow it.
It's not King Kong, it's just Magilla.
No, that's Rod.
Oh, you're right, it's Gorilla Grodd. Yeah.
Oh shit. We're the Flash.
She's the Flash.
She's the Flash.
The rest of you are the JSA.
Yeah.
Sometimes
Dibs on the
nonsense
winter.
has to happen
You
when
are
I have
very
to catch a puppy.
How fast can you be?
35.
Yeah, but
I'm a runner too.
you are a runner. But she does the.
I have
The 80, right?
She can spend points and do things.
Yeah.
You go faster than our car can drive.
As long as I get to be Green Lantern.
Yeah.
Middling.
She's
You're not. I just took some weird stuff and I realized it's stacked really efficiently.
I'm like Teen Titans Robin. I'm not in the Justice Society. I'm in the Teen Titans.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're.
Starfire.
Yeah.
Mm.
No.
Oh, there it is.
Oh, I see it. I see it. It's supposed
It's hovering directly. It's haunting us.
He's like, yeah, how much do you like the camera?
I was just here.
It's fine.
Make it under the table.
Okay.
He'll come back.
I'll
He'll be
find
back
it.
Come back. That's all right.
when we least expect him.
Your
It is a number.
is coming.
That was
So-
creepy.
Cool. Yeah, no, you're Deathstroke. You're Batman. You punch things.
Mm.
That's it though.
I'm Batman. You punch them so good.
Yeah. You are Batman.
You are.
You are the knight.
You also.
Literally.
You also really wealthy. So yeah, you're
Super
Batman.
brooding.
Yeah.
You are Batman.
I mean, if he can be Batman.
Hey, Bruce.
I am simultaneously the Flash and Robin.
You
She's
come from
Batman and I'm
a
Robin.
family. Your parents were shot.
Oh no!
You made Batman.
You made Batman.
You traveled the world
You are a
and
vampire.
learned how
That
to
is a
fight
bat.
from Eastern European assassins.
Also,
Teeth going on.
she's also
You
a vampire, which
made
changes into what?
Batman.
I know. I know.
I'm not being your ward. I will come in and say weird, snarky things that don't fit with your aesthetic at all. That's my favorite thing about Dick Grayson. He shows up and he's just like, how's it going, Bats? And he's just like, I am the knight. I'm like, all right, I'm going to go have coffee with Alfred.
Freddy is Alfred.
Yeah.
Oh.
Alfred.
Wait, what does that make me?
I don't know, Wolverine?
Actually.
I don't feel like you're in the series. Oh, Lobo. You're a Lobo.
Yeah, that's fun for you. You got to drive a motorcycle. Yeah.
You can be Deathstroke.
Yeah, Lobo's better.
Lobo.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can be DC Wolverine.
Yeah. Yeah, there you go.
DC.
That's what it is.
Yeah.
All right. Any other time off activities?
Nope. Courtney's been thinking about that for like 6 days, and I was like, I gotta ask Cody all the questions I didn't ask him last week.
Do we want to do some shopping?
Do you want to do the
Car
car
shop?
now?
I've got numbers. I think
Yeah.
we can put in
Oh
the
yeah, we
order
want to
for it.
buy.
Great.
We numbers crunched today in the
I imagine
Discord.
it'll take some time
Yeah.
to like set it in order because some of these are custom.
Yeah.
So
Let's
as
put
we
the-
can
we
say like,
can't
here's
wait.
the order. So
Lucio explicitly told me that whenever we wanted that money out of the bank account, I could let him know. So we'll get Lucio to get the money out of the bank.
Yeah. It's in his name.
Yeah.
essentially, and I will take a. I'll ask you how you want to do this thematically.
Okay.
But according to the ultra modern and it's the appropriate tech level and everything,
Great.
an SUV
Yep.
costs 35. The one we want is 35.
Mm-hmm.
So whatever that looks like in the end, sure.
I'm on board with that.
Because that fits
A
6, and that's what we're
steampunk
looking for.
SUV.
Yep.
Yeah.
You guys find me a picture of a steampunk SUV.
All right.
Yeah.
They're like
So-
challenge accepted.
Yeah.
So one of those,
She's got a Pinterest for this.
I probably do.
Yeah.
one of those, and a truck for in case anyone ever needs to move.
Great.
So that's 35,000 plus 8,000.
Great. 43.
So we're at 43. And then there's some modifications that we wanted to do to the SUV.
Okay.
The chassis reinforcement level 2,
Okay.
which is at 2,500. So
Okay.
that brings us to what? 45.5.
Yeah.
And then a performance suspension for an additional 2,000.
Mhm.
And then forced induction at the second level
Okay.
for 10,000.
Do me a favor on the
Yeah.
second level thing.
Mhm.
Double check the text.
Mhm.
Do you have to buy the first level and then the second level, or can you just buy straight to
You
second?
can buy straight to second.
Awesome.
It just has to meet certain ones have to meet certain
Cool.
requirements. The chassis reinforcement specifically because it gives it HP.
Awesome.
We do meet that requirement barely, so we get the big thing from it.
Nice.
The force induction and the performance suspension, they don't have anything because suspension is a single one and force induction is just
Yeah.
stuff.
Make it go faster.
Yeah, I decided to get the middle one out because we had the cash and why not?
Yeah.
So yeah, that culminates in a grand total of 57.5.
Okay.
In case anyone wants to do anything to the truck right now, but I think
Good.
that's not.
It's the
overly
truck is just to haul the
necessary.
chicken places.
Yeah, and we should have.
It's a chicken delivery truck.
Yeah,
Again, my question is, we can put ourselves in the truck.
We can.
we can.
That
If
is
we
it
need
there,
to
right?
like
We can.
The truck can, I believe, carry 4 people
Mhm.
Theoretically, yeah.
theoretically.
In the-
what about
in
the
the
boot?
In the
Like if we're not towing the
area.
chicken,
you
I would
could- if
think.
there's no chicken, you could load people in the back of it.
I
suppose.
forgot we were talking about the mech suit
That's
for a
my-
second there. I
So
was
that's my thing. Like, if this SUV isn't as
The
fast,
Oh, it's gonna be fast as
The
shit.
SUV
It's a
is.
fast-
it wasn't as something.
You have
as the-
disadvantage on
Disadvantage on-
drive.
But I think the
Maneuver.
truck does as well.
I think the truck does as well.
Trucks
too.
do. The only thing that doesn't have disadvantage on maneuvers are sports cars and sedans. So, like, you know,
Yeah.
Smaller 4-door.
Is it an
excuse me.
inertia thing?
Yeah.
lower
Because
No, that
center
makes
of gravity.
sense. Yeah.
How
In
fast
motorcycles,
will
which
you
is
turn?
why.
How fast can you brake?
The maneuvers are specifically, they are almost, almost exclusively combat or chase based.
Yeah.
Standard driving checks, you don't have disadvantage on unless you're you two and it's day.
And it's daytime.
Yeah. But
That's what Lucy keeps pointing out when Lola wants a motorcycle.
But yeah, if we're in driving combat, that's when it gets wonky.
Yeah.
I can offset that a little bit, very specifically, but beyond that,
That's why you're the driver.
Well, the other thing is having the SUV gives you a full cab for everybody. Otherwise, people can take shots directly at you,
Mm-hmm.
and the car isn't absorbing any of that damage.
When we
Yeah.
say truck, are we thinking like a pickup or are we thinking like a moving
I think
van?
like a
a
U-Haul.
pickup.
I was thinking it was like a U-Haul.
I was imagining like a
Which is
technical.
it?
I will say it is more like a pickup, but you can pay a moderate modification to enclose it U-Haul style.
I'm imagining one of those like
Because I specifically, when we're talking about truck, I'm thinking something specifically for us to haul that mech places in.
And
Which
you can
I
do it in
don't
the
necessarily think we want it
Without-
out
Yeah.
in the back.
No,
of
well,
and you can
I'm imagining.
But we
I'm
could put a
imagining
cover over
Yeah.
the
the
bed.
cost of the
conspicuous
truck
stuff.
is kind of what it goes in my thinking here. The cost is the lowest, more or less, out of almost any of the vehicles. So that would, in my mind, lend itself to being almost like a bare bones skeleton thing.
Yeah.
During World War I and World War II, trucks were sort of just like these weird flat bedded things that mostly had wood on them, and it was like that was it. And they had very small little suspension systems that you could throw a tarp over.
Yeah.
So that's kind of what my
Probably
thinking
what
was,
I'm
but
thinking
also
about.
more like clockwork and like brass.
Yeah, that was sort of my thought. Now, if you want like for like 2,000, you can make it a U-Haul truck
Hmm.
if you want.
My big concern is just hauling around our fucking Pacific Rim Jaeger in the open bed of a pickup truck.
Sure.
Brings it up to 59.5, which I mean we're
still good.
we're dropping
good.
an incredible amount of money anyway,
Right.
and that means that
But you're getting. You also
So we're
get
getting 2 vehicles.
2 vehicles. You guys haven't done a lot of car combat.
yeah.
You may get it. Well, there is the
But-
auto.
and yet so many of our cars have died.
the auto
Tiny little-
racing
What's the other one?
gang.
Mine.
There is,
The auto
What's the other
gang.
one?
My first one.
which we're going to kill out of
No.
honor.
I don't know if that was.
Both of the cars that died were mine.
Remember how Thomas could have saved it, but he decided
you
to
were
overstop
there
points?
because that's when we got captured.
Yeah, the frog.
That
No,
puts it up to
No.
59.
my first one was
No, the
We
night
have-
before
I
Demon.
died.
No, that was
that
your car.
Yes,
In
it
the
was.
party fund in the bank, there's 5.5 left. If anyone wants to do that for bookkeeping, I will
I
do
got
it.
I will say I don't think anyone should take them. I think that should be a good emergency fund for if some.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's our slash
Not
fund.
if, when.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll end up taking it
Like
right
whatever
up the
we have
guardrails again.
individually, fine, but that's in the small.
Like if any of us end up in a hard spot, absolutely. Or if like some
Deportation money
cool.
right there.
I was hearing bail money. Well, if any of us end up in a hard
You
spot.
don't need, you don't need bail money. You have a great lawyer.
Oh, we're just if we get deported, we're just gonna
7
be at the
minutes.
Eldritch
I don't
Cowboys.
know. It's a
I
great,
lawyered him out of,
Oh, that's
out
right,
of the
you
fucking.
did.
I lawyered him out of jail.
yeah, but then you have to go in.
Yeah.
Then you have to do like Saul Goodman, but like after the events of Breaking Bad. That's tough.
Like Better Call Saul.
Yeah. No. Better Call Saul's a prequel.
Oh,
The very first scene of
Right,
Better
right.
Call Saul takes place after because he's managing like a froyo stand or something. But yeah. No, it's a Cinnabon. It's a Cinnabon.
I've never seen Breaking Bad.
6-1.
Pollos.
Los Pollos Hermanos.
Yeah.
yeah.
But yeah, there it is. The order form is sent in.
Awesome. Should be ready for you guys in. Well, the truck.
Yeah.
Or you're paying for the mod on the truck.
Yeah.
Okay. Truck will be ready in 10 days.
10 days.
And the SUV has many more mods.
Mhm.
That's going to be ready in 21 days.
That's
Okay.
fair. Cool.
3
Yeah.
weeks for a souped up SUV isn't that bad. It's really
We have the most baller Escalade of all time.
Yeah.
Like one of the ones from the
Oh.
Fast and the Furious
That's
video
an
game they just
exhibit
made.
ride right
Oh,
there.
it's an exhibit ride. Yeah.
Yeah,
Did you
we've,
say?
we've got the ping pong table in the back.
Yo, dog.
Yeah.
Yo, dog,
Yo, dog,
I saw a
we
bottle
heard
of
you
water
like-
in your car, so I may give you a waterfall because I
We
said
heard
you
you
like
liked
water.
we heard you liked werewolves, so we put werewolves in your werewolf for more werewolves. Like what the fuck?
The most useless thing I ever saw on that show is one time he put like mini TVs, like back when you could get mini TVs. He put them on the front left and front right of the bumper. The front bumper. He
Yeah.
put TVs on the outside of the car.
Yeah, give
Entertain the pedestrians.
give LA something to look at.
Cause many accidents.
I love there's a few moments where the manager had to come out and be like, we can't do that.
Yeah.
That's unacceptable.
Yeah.
Don't do that. Like one of them was they did like this guy loved old hot rods
Mhm.
and he had this like 67 whatever and it was not safe for the road.
Yeah.
And so they're like, we're going to just buy you a new car. We're going to make it as hot rod at like old school Cadillac as we can. And they're like, oh yeah, we're going to have like flames shoot out the tailpipes. And they did it. And the manager came out and was like, that will murder people.
Yeah.
That is unacceptable.
Yeah.
I remember that exact episode.
Absolutely.
The car that he had was literally welded together in the middle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like it was it's shit. They're like, we think this may have been two separate cars.
With like
it got
3
welded.
welds.
And it had
Yeah.
like literally zoomed in and you could see the line like going across, or it would have been crossing the passenger seats. And I was
The
just looking at
thing-
like that, how does that even get back on the road?
The thing about Pimp My Ride is that it was not thought out at all. It was not like
No.
we brought in automotive professionals. It's just Exhibit. and it could have been just called like Exhibit Unbound. Because it was just like, or Unchained. Just like,
A very specific design team is people that did like these are guys
Customs.
custom cars.
For cars, yeah. For car shows or for
but-
putting it in your garage. so you can look at it and hang out in it.
We took it to our guys at West Coast Customs, got it hooked up for you.
That's right. It was West Coast.
West Coast, and it was just
Yeah.
exhibit all the time, Judge just being like, I got an idea. I got an idea. And they're all like, we'll do it no matter what it is.
Right. Especially in California, like none of those would be street legal in California
Oh, no.
because there's
It
so
was the
many.
weirdest campaign
big-
sketch ever.
Yeah, seriously.
Okay, we need to get back on
Of
track.
course, yeah,
because
and
we're
for
short
the
night.
Long.
sake of
I just want to hang out with
clarification,
the
Yes.
exhibit.
Short
Did you
night.
put this order in on the 21st? Do you want us to? Do you put the order in at the start 3 days ago just for?
I can say you can do it on today's the 22nd.
Yes.
You do it on the 22nd or I'll give you the 20th.
Okay.
Sure.
Let's say 20th and
Why not?
That's fine.
Because we're doing days, and I know time moves
After
very
we-
slowly in
It
this
does.
game, so I wanted to.
It can move
Also,
very
we have some
slow.
time sensitive things.
I wanted
that's,
to-
that's why we're moving slowly, and that's why I want to make sure that we got the proper
And
dates.
it gets it to you before the next
Full moon.
Yeah.
which I believe is your end date for alpha hunting. And I think
Yeah,
I think that's the big idea,
Yeah.
right? With
Yeah.
having the mech and being able to drive
Yeah.
it. Do
They
remember
could like jump out of the back and be like, yo, what up?
Yeah. Do remember your mech still needs armor repairs done
It does.
for it. Some of your techs or people with engineering can do that. And just the raw cost for like the armor metal and stuff like that.
Mhm.
It is
Didn't someone say they would work on
well, Arthur and Rory are still building a
They're-
leg.
Hold on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it's today.
Is it today?
Give me 1 second. It might be today.
The 22nd?
Hold on. I think it was the 21st. Give me 1 second. I don't want to
I
get
like
too
to think
excited
if it
because I
happens-
think it is.
I like to think of it like Arthur coming out and being like,
I feel like
"Days of
Rory
product."
already knows what day it is.
Look
Great
on-
work is
And
done.
Lion King starts.
Yeah, it's like, look on, like, I am Ozymandias. Look at my great works in despair.
Ozymandias. What the hell?
Ozymandias. I mean, I think the appropriate, like, the actual book
Alexander
is
the Great.
like Ozymandias, but yeah,
It's Alexander the Great.
yeah, it's a poem
Yeah.
by Percy Bysshe Shelley.
End of the week.
And he.
End of the week going done.
End of the
saw there
week,
was
the
a
leg
world
is
to
done.
conquer
Yep.
and he wept.
Like, what day is that specifically?
Like it's like the hold on. Give me 10 seconds.
Yeah, you're good.
I don't remember what days of the week things were. Give me a
not?
There's an
moment.
inscription
You were
on the bottom of
alive
the
in
Sphinx that inspired it. And on that inscription, they like, look on my works. Like, the weird part about it is that it's just the Sphinx, and there used to be stuff around it, but it was destroyed.
It'll be
So,
done
you know,
on the
it's
30th.
poetic.
30th.
30th.
Nice.
Hey, our
So,
truck will be done then too.
Sweet.
so that time's out.
Roy, you're almost mobile.
So are we.
Hey, up
You,
here, right?
you guys spent 2 games riding the train, and you're like,
This is the worst.
we're level 7. We need a car.
Oh
Yeah.
my god.
I started with a
Can I just
car.
walk up to the conductor and be like, I'll take over?
We have a train now.
Yes.
Well, yeah, if we were going to kill the betas on the train, that's like what we had to do.
just me sitting in the conductor's chair waiting.
God.
All right.
To the 4 hours?
To the
Mhm.
oh yeah. That's
Yeah.
what we're doing.
What we're doing.
Okay, you guys are going to the 4 hours.
I'm gonna suggest. Can we? What are
Let's
their
just meet
operating
up at the
hours?
port.
Can we go before operating hour?
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
I think
They
they're open 24 hours.
oh, are they?
kind of they,
It's just only fun at night.
they officially are. There's no like posted hours. Right during the day, they're like rehearsing shows and things like that for the dancers. They also have a fair amount of like cleanup and restock and reload and all of that nonsense to do. So they are there a few hours before it opens. They're generally closed from sun up to about 4 or 5.
Mhm.
Then they have a couple of early night hours that people can come in on. Not many people do.
Mhm.
And then things start picking up there about 10.
I just want to go before they're busy for the night. I feel like that's gonna be the best time to have a conversation.
Yeah, I think officially they open at like 8.
Yeah, we can go before then.
Let's
You
say
want to
we
go for tea time?
met up there.
Yeah.
Just kind
Yeah,
of
we can
all
do that.
go there.
Like 4:30?
I'm gonna disguise myself.
I am also going to do that. I'm going to disguise Thomas.
Thanks.
Let's
And
do it.
to do it on myself is charisma.
Yes,
Sorry, I'm gonna ask every
Yeah,
time.
You're good.
That's a face thing. No, I need my face down.
I'll take it for me. Well,
I'm gonna not
So-
disguise myself.
Mm.
I've got a 15 for me.
great. Why are you looking at me like that?
Oh, we got to. Oh.
Did you roll your compelling directive?
Yeah, but I don't want to switch it out for a 2 right now.
You don't?
I rolled 2 2s, buddy, with advantage. I'm trying to figure out what I want to do with that.
2 2s.
Yep.
Oof. Roof stoof.
Yep.
I mean, you could always use your compelling directive, and then that becomes a 2. And
Then I give it to Eric later.
And then, yeah, I mean, if and when I do something stupid, because safe bet.
Well, I will say,
I can all. Yeah, we'll see.
I will say, for my disguise, I rolled a 16.
Are you proficient in disguise kits?
Oh no.
Mhm.
So then,
Do you have a disguise kit?
I just assumed that. Well, you.
So
I'm proficient in disguise kits.
Wait, when did that? Have you always had that?
That's a
Face.
Mhm.
Oh, okay. I'm gonna say no. You okay?
It's generally not like a thing.
I'll say you could have taken my 16, but never mind. I don't. I
Wow,
didn't-
they are just both bad.
oof.
They're both just bad. Well, cool.
What you want to do, Daddy-O?
You want the 10 or the 12?
I don't care. Give me a 10.
You have the 10, and I'll take the 12.
Okay.
So we are getting to a fight? Good.
I basically just
We're just trying to avoid.
Getting deported. I know.
Getting arrested on the street. You're not a wanted criminal.
Yes, he
It's
is.
mostly me.
No, he is, because
I'm
he's
not a-
associated with you.
No,
Not a wanted criminal.
because they pulled him in and then they released them because they didn't have
I was
anything
about to
hold
say,
him
because
with.
they
If I'm
had
doing-
Jeremiah Thomas
Yeah.
and
If
Mola.
I'm
They
doing
had-
nefarious things,
Yeah.
you were there for that. Like, that's what we're doing. Yeah, we're doing nefarious things.
I know.
But it's like, okay, whatever. So basically, I wore a hat today.
Yeah. we had a late start.
I will say,
fine.
since
Didn't have time for much else.
Maybe some sunglasses?
the thing we wrote, I feel like Lola was staying with
Yeah.
Lucy.
Yeah, for Wolf Nights, you were absolutely staying at the house, young lady.
I was about to say, my point is just, I don't think she's walking alone, was all I'm.
No, Wolf Night. She stayed by my cage.
I didn't have time to do a good disguise. It's fine. We did our best.
Cool.
All right. So what time do you guys want to show up at the 4 R's?
2?
Did you want to do 4:30? I think 2, they're still probably
Two,
closed.
nobody's there at 2. You
Yeah.
guys would be waiting outside the door.
Okay. Do you want to
Like
do like 4:30 or do you want to push it to
4,
like 6?
5.
So 4 or 5, they're like walking in the door.
Okay.
Let's
do 6 o'clock.
Call it 6.
6 o'clock. Okay. That
6
feels
o'clock.
that feels like a good reason. You are before operating hours, but
But we might be able to knock on the door. Hey, can we talk to you for a minute?
Yeah.
And they're not like just walking in, like
Right.
just collecting guests. Come on.
Mhm.
When the guest is waiting for you.
Yeah. Can I get a? I haven't turned the lights on.
Right.
What do you mean? Can I get a?
No, there's like things they have to do.
The service desk isn't open. No, I don't know what you want.
Can I get a witness?
Can I please get a waffle?
Oh my
You gotta
god.
talk to Donkey about
Stop.
Can I get a waffle, please?
What's that?
It's a vine.
Fine. One of my
Okay.
So we
favorite
arrive 6 o'clock.
Yep.
You guys arrive around 6. That sounds good. Yeah, you come to the door, and
Good afternoon, all. Pleasure to see you.
after a few minutes, the bouncer that you guys are fairly familiar with sort of comes and does the slide on the door. Right. What you want?
We need to talk to Ricochet. Is he in?
Yeah. Give me a minute. Let me see if I can grab him for you.
Thank you.
Okay. A few minutes go by,
Bless you.
and eventually the door begins to reopen. You guys do see Ricochet there. head, probably recently shaved. He's got his goatee. It's fall, but he's no sleeves, tattoos, being Ricochet.
Yep.
Can I smell anything?
Like what?
Good question.
Wolf.
No.
Plus, you probably already smell wolf.
Well, yeah, but
But yeah, so now she knows what it smells like.
he's got 2 girls working for him that are one.
We don't know if they're still working.
That's part of the reason for this conversation.
Yeah, that's what we're finding out.
So he doesn't smell like one. We're good.
He does not. So,
Hi. Would it be all right if we talk to you not outside in the doorway?
I suppose so. Sure. Okay. Come on. You come inside. The lights are bright.
Yeah.
You did not know that they could be
Go
set
that right?
bright. But
Oh,
they
I hate
very
that.
much are.
Turn
Yeah.
on the lights at the end of the night, and you just see the grossness of everything.
Yeah. This is the brightness
Did I
pre
lose my pants?
Pre-party?
pre-party.
Don't like it.
That's the worst.
Yep. He goes over. You can see that the girls are on stage rehearsing. They're not in costume yet.
Do I see either of the girls?
Garnet or Riot.
Yeah.
No, you do not see Garnet or Riot. So yeah, you see them on stage rehearsing. You see the bartenders going through the back, restocking things. Some glasses are being washed and prepped for the night. Tables are being cleaned off. Floors are being swept. Just a lot of normal pre-opening business.
Does it look like there are new girls trying to learn the routine?
One looks like there's one who seems new, picking it up fairly well. Probably some sort of trained dancer, a little younger, university-ish age. And there does seem to be a hole in the lineup. They've just sort of shuffled people about, but you notice it. You've
Or like
seen a few.
rewalking a little bit.
Yeah, they're moving some people to the front. There's like a corner where you think
It feels like
"Man,
there ought to be
like,
someone.
yeah, there should be somebody there, but they're not there.
Gotcha.
So
We had seen pictures of the French girls.
yes,
Is the new girl one of them?
no,
Okay.
no.
Good thought.
She seems make a perception check if you care about her.
It's such a loaded question.
17.
Ooh, perception 23.
Another 17.
Also 23.
Eh.
Yeah.
Synergy.
16.
Any of you trained in dance or performance?
Yes.
Or trained in performance?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, you tell by the way that she dances. She's a trained dancer. She's probably been doing it since she was a child. You suspect she might be Russian ballerina. A lot of turnout and pointed toes. Trying to adjust to a more body can sort of style. But yeah, I mean, she is slender, small, strong. And you can tell that she's been dancing for a long time. So that's sort of what you pick up on the new girl.
Cool.
Ricochet goes over to one of the tables, the sort of big round tables that have the dancing poles on them, and slides a chair out and sort of kicks his feet up on it. It's one of the dirty ones that haven't been. There's no glassware. Like they cleaned last night, but it's just the.
You can tell it has like been like
It's got like some
sanitized. Yeah.
rings.
Yeah, it's like we haven't done like the deep clean on the table yet, so he's not messing up somebody's work.
Yeah.
But yeah, he's a couple of chairs away from the bar, and they seem busy, and he gestures for you guys to come. Yeah, sure. Grab a seat.
That's it.
Come and sit.
Lucy's gonna stand and stay like close enough so she can hear, but not enough that I'm like, hey, remember my stupid face?
Okay, sure.
That's fair.
Sure. Yeah, I mean, he notices that you're there. He doesn't like scowl.
You good?
At you. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. My face seized.
Oh no. I'm sorry.
I am sorry too. I don't know what happened.
That's some comic messages.
You crushed it with your powerful eyelid.
It's like, I decide the time around here.
You want me so bad?
Eat me.
It's the end of Independence Day.
Yeah.
Exactly.
No, it was. You ever have that like sinus headache thing, but when it suddenly is like, it will happen now.
Yeah.
Your whole face is like, I'm just going to contract in on myself, and hopefully this will end soon. That's the moment I just had.
Oh, I'm
I
so
apologize.
sorry.
I am also just sad that it was suddenly like, he's not scowling.
Like this. Amazing.
At the best moment, honestly.
It's like, he's not like mad at you. He's really mad at you. He doesn't like that you're there.
But yeah, so he is there with you guys.
Sweet.
Um,
I was not there for the fight, so I will sit down right next to the other ladies.
What?
I was in the club, but I wasn't a part of
I
that.
had a great night that night. I had no trouble.
you
I was having the worst club night ever. Oh, the last time I was here wasn't a good
fucking
time.
time.
it was very much club night.
Oh, the worst club night.
Is it really a club night if you don't cry in the club, though? I mean, think about it.
I mean,
Yes.
anyway.
Someone want to talk to the man?
So, hi. How have you been?
Been all right. How about yourself?
Well as we can be.
That's good. That's good. I'm imagining this isn't a social call, but
No, just
six of
being,
you to show up at the
just being
door.
polite.
Oh, that's nice.
So, Ricochet, I don't know. Have you? I'm just gonna ask honestly.
Mm-hmm.
Have you heard from a couple of your girls recently? Garnet or Riot? Because I noticed you've got a new one. up
Yeah.
there.
No, we haven't seen Garnet or Riot for is it about 16, 18 days.
Mm-hmm.
So
Sounds about right.
yeah, it's not terribly uncommon. We do check on the girls. We try to make sure that they're fine. Best we heard, they moved out of their place and started living somewhere else.
Right.
We sent a couple of missives and a few messages and never heard back. But we understand that life isn't for everyone all the time. Some people pass through, and we're happy to have them. But
As much as I believe Ricochet with all my heart, I'd like to make an inside check.
yeah,
And
absolutely.
do we have clippings of Miller?
There should maybe.
If we have the girls, I feel like we should have something with Miller.
That's a natural 20 for a 27.
Okay. I'll roll just in case he's not gonna beat a 27. No, he's not lying.
Cool.
Yeah, he is.
Making sure.
Yeah, no, he is
Hard
he
to
is
read.
He's not hard to read. I mean, he may be, but not to you, not in this instance.
I'm very good at reading people.
Yeah. So no, he is being very honest. He does. It does very much seem like, people sort of pass through a lot. You get the feeling he wishes they'd stick around more, but he gets it. It is, you see part of him, the lifestyle and all of it wears on him at times as well. And as much as he is a sort of punk rock revolutionary, there's also times where brunch would be nice.
Oh.
And he's
We'll take him to brunch if he wants to go to brunch.
She works till 5 in the morning.
But what if he really wants brunch? We'll take
Have there been any Americans in?
Other than the ones who are usually with us.
Yep.
probably. I don't need everyone that comes through the door, but we have had a lot of auto enthusiasts come through lately. Bunch of what do they call themselves? The Havoc Hounds. So, a bit of a pain.
What is that, like a gang?
Seems to be.
Right. Anybody you notice maybe taking a particular interest more than usual in the girls?
Some of them, a couple of them have been a bit sweet on the dances, but the ladies handle themselves well. Some of the girls are into it, some of them aren't. So, we sort of defer to their personal judgment. We have had to set a bit of a dress code for the ladies to not fly any of the hound's colors or things like that while I work, and that's a bit too much.
That much of a thing, is it?
What are their colours?
Oh, they do a red and a black sort of wolf face.
I hate them. What are they, like an auto gang or? Like...
Yeah, a lot of auto races. I think they've been running another circuit. Senators. He's been talking about them. We've been potentially setting up some sort of best of race. So a lot of action around there. If you're ever looking to run as a team, Thomas.
We'll keep it in mind.
Oh, yeah.
So
I spoke with the good senator.
A couple of days ago.
Yeah.
oh yeah.
Yeah, we're gonna deal with the Havoc Hounds.
Yeah, he mentioned you sold a pretty piece.
I did.
Yeah.
It was difficult to part with, but
Well, it was a luxury piece, looked like.
yeah, I like to fly a little. Well, sometimes under the radar.
Well, it was impressive. He's been talking about it nonstop. But,
I'm glad he's pleased.
yeah, he was talking about how it shocked the hell out of his mechanic when he went into it. So
It does do that.
it does.
There was a lot of custom
I've been
pieces in
told.
that. I'm glad someone's getting a kick out of it.
Yeah. Good piece, good sell.
But Ricochet, more to the reason why we're here.
Can I ask something really quick before we?
Yes, absolutely. Go ahead.
Is there any girls that are still here that Garnet and Riot particularly close with?
Let me think. Garnet was here for about a year and a half. Nice dancer. She and Strawberry got on pretty well, but she was the one that reached out, and from what we can tell, they I guess had fallen out or something. She doesn't like talking about it. You might want to ask her, but I don't know how far you're going to get. Riot was, she lived up to her name. So, bit of a rebel and an ass kicker, and just sort of a heinous bitch, to be honest. Just a right cunt. Didn't like anybody.
So it'd be safe to say that she and Garnet weren't close.
To each other?
Right.
Garnet could stomach her. Garnet was a sweet girl, and she wouldn't hurt a fly, but not that I remember. No.
And you haven't seen them around here for the past fortnight.
They're about, yeah.
We've got very, very good reason to believe that someone has been and has pulled some of your girls into something not very nice.
Which one's Strawberry?
he gestures over to Strawberry is one of the bartenders and is, if I'm not mistaken, that's his
I think she's his racing
Co-pilot.
partner.
that's his racing co-pilot.
Lucy's gonna go talk to her.
She's the one that like deployed the security countermeasures that one time.
Yeah.
She is.
Yeah, she's his co-pilot.
Crocodile strawberry.
I love Strawberry.
She's good
Gatling gun
people.
just pops out.
Mhm.
She's absolutely in the face claim. I'm pretty sure
Yeah, she is. Yeah. Ruby Riot and Ricochet and Strawberry and Strawberry is definitely his
Co-pilot.
Second, yeah.
I think that's all the steampunk girls that I have in the face claim.
Yeah.
So
Good.
yes, I know I'm looking at older messages. I'm trying to look at older messages.
let me scroll.
Let me look at all the messages.
Don't just repeat the older. Like I want to go further older, more older. So,
Discord.
Yeah.
Sweet.
and so yeah, you go find her. She is, she's got like an ice bucket.
Oh, I'll do that later. You can.
You can do it now if you want.
Gosh.
If you're not ready, I can vam about the dangers of serial killers to Ricochet for a little longer.
Yeah. Just,
Okay.
I'm just better to do that.
So there are dangers about serial killers. You're telling me.
Wheat
Yes.
is very dangerous.
A very
I've been
a
told
very
about this gluten.
yes.
It's really,
Yes.
really rough.
Mm. Is it as rough as the arsenic that we put in some of the food these days?
No,
Oh, all right.
depends on the person.
I'm glad that we're not just throwing out all of our
Save
food
healthy
chips.
arsenic. My goodness.
Right.
It's good for the Constitution.
Yeah.
It is.
Well, oh, there's Strawberry.
Yeah.
There you go,
Strawberry.
Meg. That's who you're talking to.
Hi.
The strawberries taste like strawberry.
Bet she does.
Sorry, it tastes like
No,
Never.
I'm just collecting fruit paste girlfriends and all these games.
Yeah, you are. It's fine. It's fine. But no, there's someone who's incredibly dangerous, actually, who we think has sort of pulled Riot and Garnet. I was about to say Ruby, and that was wrong.
The other stone.
Yep, the other stone.
Moving.
Pulled Riot and Garnet under his wing, so to speak.
Mm.
And I don't know if maybe you'd want to warn your other girls. He has a type.
Well, yeah. If you got a name or a face or something, we know we can keep them out.
Yeah. Do we have like a clipping? Like I feel like we would.
Sure.
As much research as we've done on
had
this man.
His mugshot.
Yeah.
In like a newspaper. Or
Yeah.
something.
Yeah.
James
Wanted-
Miller.
I'll rifle
From-
I'll rifle through my bag for the
From more
stuff.
closer to my territory, but
Oh,
going around.
Thank you. Yeah. All right. I'll show the girls. We'll talk to them. We'll talk to the bouncers. We'll post it up. He's, if you know any others that we should be keeping out, let us know. 'Cause
him specifically, I think, is a direct danger because I think he's very much targeting the girls at this establishment. It's like I said, he has a type.
Mhm.
And I would not let them go home by themselves. Your bouncers can escort them to and from.
Or at least if the girls could walk together.
I know they're probably armed, but if,
Yeah. Yeah, most of them are.
if you'd like to invest in some bullets that tend to be made of a different type of material,
Oh,
silver.
silver.
It sounds strange, but it seems to do the trick with him and his others.
Make a persuasion check.
Cool. 21.
Hey,
He looks at you very incredulously, but and you can see him thinking about asking more, but he thinks better of it, and just sort of okay. Good to know.
I don't know if they would, but if if Riot or Garnet came back and tried to maybe pull one of the other girls into what they're doing, I think that's worth a warning as well.
I'd
Good.
keep,
I think I might have an idea.
And this Miller, is this about the hounds or something else?
I'd keep an eye on them. have a count.
Potentially, yes. The
Um,
hounds are rather news to me, but I wouldn't
Do you know
doubt
where
some
their
sort of
base is?
connection.
Have you found out what the
no.
What a turf is.
No, they operate a lot out of East End, past the wall, that part of town. But they hold races all over the city. So they try to stay out of central London. Most of us do. That's where,
nothing good ever happened in central London.
no. But, that's the one place people will actually patrol.
Yes, I know.
During the stakeout of the Hunter's Lodge, when the rambunctious group came in and and the older crowd skedaddled, were they dressed in red and black? Any of them that I could see as I was?
Ooh.
I feel like if they all were, you
history.
probably notice.
Can I as well? Because the vampire thing, my dark vision, I can see red.
Sure.
So I feel like I would have noticed if there was a lot of red.
Absolutely.
You might not have noticed at the time, but then you're like, wait.
Wait, they were definitely all wearing red. Huh.
Weird.
Investigation?
14.
History.
History?
14.
12.
17.
Between the three of you guys.
I knew that thing. We're like, wait, remember, wasn't
We
there was like a thing?
all just look at each other.
It was so there was not a predominance of it when you're described the patch and like the auto clothing. You remember if there were 2 or 3 people that seemed to be dressed. It was not.
It wasn't the whole auto club.
It was not the
Yeah.
whole auto club. It
Okay.
just looked like there were a couple that there's a weird little bit of overlap there.
It might
Oh,
just
so
be
that's
that they
that
draw the same sort of people, though.
Yeah.
And there could be a few werewolves that just like to drive.
I'd say keep an eye on them hounds too.
Better to be safe.
Well,
Yeah.
if you'd like, I could say, like I said earlier, I have an idea.
Is it an idea for Ricochet, or is it an idea for us to talk about later?
It's an idea for Ricochet and us.
All right.
Okay.
Sounds like a lot of idea.
All right,
Okay.
hit us with what you got.
Seeing as I'm a bit more familiar with what we're looking for, and I don't really have anything to do other than sit around,
You're going to stop sitting around.
I'm going to try.
Wow. Progress.
Could you stand as some extra help with security?
Yeah, sure.
Potentially to help the young ladies?
It's
Or
actually not a
anything
bad
like
idea.
Oh
Yeah.
my god, one of us has a job.
I have a job. Yusol has a job.
His old does have.
But if
So
only
it
we knew
doesn't
what
do
it
it very
was.
often enough.
You
Constantly
can't.
doing it.
Question mark?
You just don't know how many of those hours are billable.
Oh, that's fair.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Which ones are you paying taxes?
None.
Let's be real. None.
Yeah, that's sure. That could. I appreciate it.
Jeremiah.
I can vouch for Jerry. He's a real killer when he tries.
Well,
I mean, I don't.
It's an expression.
American.
Can I try to catch?
I don't like being that, but I can be a bit heavy-handed if it calls for.
Can I try to catch Lola's eye?
So yeah, American.
And just be like, I'll just tilt my head and be like, okay,
Mm.
think you can handle it.
Yeah, I've handled much tougher.
Last 2 days were very rough on you.
I'm not quite sure what you're talking about.
The last 2 days were rough on you.
Honestly, Ricochet, I just want to make sure the girls are safe.
so do I.
This is a good idea. Jerry here.
I'm not against it.
I will say, if you see Miller, I wouldn't engage directly.
No, I agree.
Well,
Let us know.
they had that gun, yeah, right?
Right, but
There were a few very big ones. Yes.
Right.
Miller also doesn't care who takes out in the crossfire.
If we can make sure I'm trained on how to operate those potentially, just in case. Just in case.
maybe we'll build to that.
Yeah, sure.
Put it away,
you
Jeremiah.
try to convince Ruby to let you touch her gun.
But you said you said guns, so there's more than one.
Who just said they're not all rubies? I've got more than one.
Yeah.
But there's more than one.
And we're going to operate all of them.
I
We appreciate it.
I
Yeah.
apologize for
You're
him.
fine.
I'm
We're getting hung up
apologizing
on
anyway.
semantics, detective. I think the appropriate
detective.
term is to.
Thank you for allowing me to help.
There it
Appreciate
is. A famed Midwest polytest.
Does that mean he's like a hard no on
Yes.
All right.
That happened in game exactly as it just happened.
Shoot, I was going to ask something before I got distracted by Jeremiah. That's okay.
All right.
Don't get distracted by me.
Yeah, Miller seems to be a little bit famous for wanting to take pleasure in harming people. So yes, definitely. If you see him, try not to engage him.
Okay. Good to know. Thank you.
If you can tip us off, we'll
Yeah.
Or at least make sure the girls
stay together.
stay together, keep their distance, if not just keep wary.
Yeah.
All right. Good. Sure. Yes. Yeah. Definitely. Thank you.
Thank you.
All right.
Want to talk to Strawberry?
Let's see if she wants to come to dinner at the house.
Yeah. Make a persuasion check.
That's a nat one.
Oh.
I do hello, Lucy do. Hey girl.
Just like that.
She.
You're still wearing your sunglasses inside and it's weird.
No. Which one of you is Strawberry? I need one of you to come to my house. Oh God.
That's really nice, but I'm gonna thank you, but no.
Fair.
Once that's done,
she is very polite about it. It's very much like a bartender who gets hit on all the time. It's like, oh sure, yeah.
And shuts it
Sometime.
down. What's that like?
Say what?
And shuts it down? What's that like?
I feel like there's a pointed comment here, and I'm missing it.
It's fine.
Yeah. That one.
you have been branded.
Mm.
Yeah, you got what's the guy.
You should. Once I see Lucy depart the bar after a quite quick conversation,
Welcome to dinner? No? Okay, bye.
I'm gonna head over to Strawberry as well.
Strawberry's a dead alleyway. We can't go there.
Are you sure?
I hope you guys are more successful.
Oh, sorry. Miss Strawberry.
Yes.
Hi. I recently ran into a former friend of yours.
Oh.
Yes, Miss Garnet.
Okay. Yes. Yeah. I know Garnet.
Right, and she mentioned that she used to work at this establishment, but that she doesn't anymore. And I must say, she was one of my most favorite dancers, and she was really quite hush hush about why she left. And I was wondering if perhaps you could mention why she did, because I do miss her, and she could come back.
Oh,
Quite lovely.
well, make a persuasion check.
Shush.
You're fine.
Also, I just realized I'm no longer detective. Werewolf detective. I'm
You-
bouncer, werewolf bouncer.
22.
22. She looks annoyed as you talk to her about it, and she gets irritable in a way that very much says that from what you put together and what she says outright in some ways, and in some ways just sort of alludes to, is it's not uncommon for Garnet to change jobs or disappear when she has a boyfriend. And Strawberry is, you get the feeling that they are older friends, like they may go back to school years and things like that, and she is super annoyed at her right now. She hasn't.
I can't believe you fucking done this again.
Yeah, she hasn't
She's that
returned
friend that
any
makes
of her
really bad
calls.
decisions.
Yes, and Strawberry got her the job here,
Oh,
and she was here for a while, and she just left, and she didn't return anyone's calls. So you know,
No
She-
called, no show.
yeah, she no called, no
Morning of the show.
showed, and then she found out that it's probably because of a
Some
boy,
guy.
and yeah, so
They just made her
One of the guys was on
madder.
work release.
so yeah, it is. There's a little bit of a tale that sort of happens there, but you can, you get the feeling that they are friends. Like they may be friends again should she survive, but she doesn't know where she is
Doesn't
or
know.
who. Yeah,
From her.
she's tried to reach out to her and she's not returning calls or anything. So it's just one of those like bitch.
Understandable. She might be in a little bit of trouble, however. I'm not saying that you are going to do anything about it. That's what we're here for, to do something about it. However, should you see her, should she try to contact you, can you please send word to Ricochet? And Ricochet knows how to get in contact with us.
Make a persuasion check.
16.
16. Okay. Yeah, she kind of takes that as a she gives you like, I'm sure it's fine, but you can tell that she at least files that idea away.
Noted.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, noted. I don't know if I believe you or think that that's
I know my friend.
Necessary,
much better than I know
but-
you.
Yeah. I think you're overreacting here a little bit, but sure.
But if
I think
things
that's-
seem weird, sure.
yeah, I mean, whatever. I'll remember that.
Sure.
When Lucy hears the bouncer plan, she would like to, Mr. Ricochet, 2 eyes are always better than one, and I happen to be a pianist of no small consequence. Perhaps I could offer my skills, and I would be a little bit closer to the girls.
Oh, we could talk to Ruby. She's the one that hires and runs most of the shows and the entertainment. So maybe she can give you an audition. I think we have a pianist, but I appreciate you all wanting to be here and help. Although I'm getting the feeling you're getting as much out of this effort as we are.
How do you mean?
Potentially getting someone that we find very dangerous off the streets. Yes, we are getting very much out of it.
Also trying to protect anyone else from getting hurt.
Which are good things.
I'm not asking for pay.
We would
It'd be remarkably uncomfortable if you did.
be remarkably uncomfortable if we didn't.
You can just pay me double.
I mean, artist, not a shop girl.
Oh my god!
Right. Artists do get paid.
No, they don't. No, they don't.
Don't listen to these lies.
Go to law school.
Don't go to law school. There's too many lawyers in the world.
Do what you love.
Be a pharmacist, I guess. I don't know.
That's good advice.
Do things you actually like to do.
For the actuary, somebody who studies numbers.
Actually,
They get paid bank.
I've got a
But
BA
you gotta
in
be good at
English.
actuary to make the bank. You can't be as like, that's going to be popular in a few days. 3 days later. Okay, so that went bankrupt. Almost bad.
Yeah, Ruby. Ruby comes around. She'll give you an audition. Her and Ricochet sort of talk. He kind of catches her up to speed on all of it. Ruby takes a little time and she'll come over. So what sort of music do you usually play?
All kinds. I was trained classically, but I used to play dances, so I was very good at reels and waltzes and things. I also accompanied the Royal Ballet during the rehearsals.
Oh, it's very impressive.
But I'm a very quick study and I have very nimble fingers.
All right. Do you sight read?
Yes.
Great. We don't have sheet music, so this will be wonderful. Come, let's give this a try.
It's like hearing.
Mhm.
You sight read? Doesn't fucking matter.
Nothing
Can you drive a car? Just as important.
Sort of.
Just as applicable.
You've heard the music here, and
Yeah.
it is
Rocket.
Caravan Palace kind of jazz.
Yeah.
Right. So it's
But it's not something that I need to like improvise for.
So when
If I'd be accompanying the dancers.
you're accompanying the dancers, there's also interlude music, and it's not all show. It is sometimes dance music, and because the band does take requests and things like that. So do me a favor, make a performance check, please.
So is that going to be? Because I don't actually have. Oh, fuck my ass! Seriously?
You're proficient because you have your piano proficiency.
I do have piano proficiency.
Okay. So yeah, musical instrument. So you can add your proficiency bonus, and for the technical portion,
Dex.
I will give you Dex.
16.
Okay. The band, and you get the feeling like they like their current pianist. So they're like, all right, here we go. We're gonna, when we get to the bridge, watch for the key change and try to keep up. Ready? 2, 3, 4. And you start, yeah, it is. And you're like, I'm not, and like you do pretty well. You don't quite succeed because they definitely are points when they just speed up and slow down, and you're like, and Ruby can tell, like she can see the true skill, but she's also realizing they're being dicks, and so like you get through that piece, and she's like, all right, let's see if you can keep up with the dance number.
Okay. And
All right,
for that, I'm going to take my jacket off
okay,
and like whatever. So just down to like corset.
sure.
Fuck it. Hair down.
Hair down.
Ooh.
Yeah.
She has a
Okay.
collarbone. I didn't know.
Now I'm going to play like a genius. I take my glasses off.
Unaffected.
Okay,
Skin showing.
for this one,
So much.
give me a wisdom, insight, and proficiency, because you're still playing piano.
Wisdom.
Insight.
Yeah, okay. So
Wisdom on.
Right.
Are you proficient in insight?
Yeah.
Okay, and I'll let you add your proficiency to this check as well.
So many numbers, so many bonus numbers. You got this.
19.
19.
Yeah.
You play through because they can't fuck with you.
Fuck the band.
Because they can't fuck with the dancers, right? So that one you do that very, you get through that one. The last one is going to be charisma performance piano, as they want to see
Look in
you
your eyes.
improvise.
I don't have any of that.
You have a one.
You have the piano.
And okay, so piano is just proficiency.
Yep.
Yes.
That's a 3, so it's +4.
Okay.
That's not bad.
You got
Plus
Yeah.
4 is solid.
Yeah.
On any day.
Everyone else went. And plus 20. So
Well,
That's just them.
Listen,
Oh,
22. Thank you, Skull Splitter.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
22 versus an 18. Well done.
that's actually what she rolled, so she only needed the +1.
Yeah, there you go. So, with you complete the 3 sections of the audition. Other than the first one, she lets you in, and she's not gonna put you in full time, but she'll let you rotate in on either like dance sets or on background like ambiance music. Your last piece does sort of impress the normal pianist, the guy that's normally there. Yeah, and so like at
Sexy eyes.
the end, he sort of you're down in one key and he jumps in on the other key.
Oh,
You guys do
okay.
the thing. You slide down to him.
Oh.
He circles back around and picks up on the other side. So it is.
All right, Bill Evans. Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
Is it the most actions Lucy's
I don't get that reference.
No. It is. Tay Diggs from Chicago.
Oh yeah.
Tay Diggs. Mm-hmm.
Which is what? So I would like to buy the band a round before we leave.
Okay. Yeah, they appreciate it. They'll get a bottle of champagne, a 10-pound bottle of champagne to pop and share for you. That's
Oh,
they're
That's so nice.
They're trying to celebrate and welcome in.
Oh, okay.
Welcome you in.
Yeah, just want to make sure they like me.
Yeah. Well, when you buy them a bottle of champagne, they
That's
appreciate it a lot
Yeah.
more.
That's how Megan buys friends.
And a 10-pound champagne in 1888, that's the goodness, right?
That's
Yeah.
right. Mm.
That shit's French.
Right.
there.
And it's actual champagne.
French as hell.
Champagne.
Not this weird prosecco shit.
Champagne?
Champagne, yes.
So there you go.
Cool.
What would you guys like to do?
All right, friends. Now that we've spent a fair bit of time in my favorite establishment at the worst possible time,
We'll be back later.
I certainly hope.
Don't judge me.
I did it too.
Was it worth it?
Yeah.
All right.
Sean did that last night too.
I
It's
did.
fine.
It's fucking worth it.
There you go.
What
200 pounds.
Now
What
it
is
stings a
the-
little bit. I forgot how hard it hit.
what does the evening hold for us?
Well, if we're not going to go dancing and get completely shit-faced, which is always my vote, I don't know if maybe we'd like to at least drive by that boarding house where they're staying. If nothing else, then to just take a look.
Okay.
I'm not necessarily saying that we'd storm
Yeah.
the castle.
Now you said that you
From the
checked.
castle, what?
You checked the lodge previously.
Yes, we
We
did.
went by,
We
yeah.
went by that. We followed a group of them out when they went hunting.
Right.
It seems almost like it's kind of maybe also actually a hunting lodge, and then once the boring old people leave, then it's Wolfie Wolf time. Maybe.
From your previous
I just know
research,
there were dudes who left.
you know that this was a legitimate hunting lodge.
Yeah.
And that Miller and his group have
Take it over.
taken over.
Okay.
And so there are still some
Old stuffy dudes are still there because
traditional
goddamn it, they're members.
Yeah, exactly. So yeah, there are still some members that are very active there, but yeah, especially the specific times that you guys know about, like full moons and weekends and things like that. That's when Miller and his crew seem to move in, and that's when the rest of them are like, all right, well,
Edge out the normal hunters.
the normal guys who are fox or rabbit hunting on the weekends. They're like, all right, the weirdos are here. Let's go. Time to leave.
Place has really gone to the dogs, hasn't it?
But
I'm proud of it, and I won't apologize.
I know. I know. Yeah, we
if
did.
you weren't proud of it, I don't
Yeah.
think you would have apologized anyway.
Nope.
Yep,
Not even a little bit.
that's okay.
Yeah, I think Lucy probably got the best look at the actual building, but
The launch?
yes, she got much closer than us, but we did go by, yes.
Right. Right. We can certainly check out the boarding house for this day. Strawberry seemed to think that Garnet falls in love easily, so it doesn't seem that James might have done anything. She might have gone willingly.
I think he very well may have seduced her and turned her.
What I'm
However,
saying is, I don't think he had to do much seducing.
that's all right.
I'm glad with that being the case, regardless.
Regardless, exactly.
Right, but I don't know this. I'm just saying we might have to kill them. I know.
Oh,
we know them.
I'm keenly aware.
I know we know them. I'm just putting it out there because apparently when I kill people, it's bad. So that wasn't meant to be that.
When anyone kills people, it's bad. Just saying.
No, that's not always the case.
So we're going to the boarding house then, yes?
Yes. Like I said, I'm not saying that we go and storm the
Guns
castle guns
blazing.
blazing, but I do think we should
Have
at least go take a
you
look.
been there before?
No,
All right, because I probably
that's why I want to go
other
take a look.
people-
I'm assuming
That's-
it's all ladies, just because. of
Very
this-
likely.
Okay.
So if we go
good.
inside at all.
another boarding house.
I'm not saying we should go.
I know you had
terrain.
I'm not saying we should go inside. However, if it is decided that an inside look is for the best,
That's fine.
well, y'all are on your own.
But I'm sure you guys can.
They won't let them upstairs.
But they could probably at least
Be
come inside the
Maybe
building.
the
in
lobby.
case anything were to happen. Like, the floor opens up and you get dumped down into a prison room.
We can, Jer and I can keep guard, but if we go in there as a unit, it becomes, well, regardless of what your story is, it
Or
becomes
6
that
people
much
to
more
show up
suspect.
at one time.
I can
Right.
possibly look around before we go in.
Like last time?
Yes?
Yeah.
All right. All right.
Let's
Oh,
go.
I haven't
Okay.
seen you in a while, have I?
Oh, she's got some new tricks.
Let's,
I've evolved.
Ugh.
That's
Don't like that.
all right.
That's on
Lola is looking into the camera like it's
Just constantly.
All right, let's
You guys
see
head.
Seattle.
Yep. You guys get in the car, or no car.
Yeah.
we have the
Your car,
Yeah.
Freddy's
Freddy's.
car. Yep. With
I
the
was-
show tune.
We have the Batmobile.
The Freddy Mobile.
What? You said Gilbert and Sullivan.
Drive me.
All right, Miss Daisy.
That's her.
That's Daisy.
Driving
I
you.
think I'm Dan Aykroyd.
Oh God, I'm Belushi. Shit.
You're Hoke, honey. You're Morgan Freeman.
Yeah, you're Morgan Freeman, man.
Drive.
All right.
I am the knight. You're the driver.
It's true. All of
Gonna
these
do
things
that
are
voice the entire way.
likely.
I
Yes.
will run us off a goddamn road.
Please don't.
Sorry, there's a lot of smoke in the forest.
I'm just actively smoking.
all this nonsense I pull up.
I'm doing movie driving where there's clearly a green screen in the background.
You're not looking at the road at all.
No, just having
You're having a
conversation.
conversation, actively looking at the person next to you the entire time.
So you're Fast and Furious.
People will be over
Yeah.
here. It's a
Oh,
ghost car.
it's-
You're on the
That's
right.
right.
Yeah,
This one,
I'm looking out the window too and just waving at passerby.
like you do.
Just out for a drive.
Running over a horse. Progress.
Metaphor.
Eat my progress.
Metaphor.
Eat my progress.
Yeah.
Can I please get that into a bumper sticker and put it on the back of Freddy's car?
Sure. Absolutely.
Galen, can we get those as decals?
No, I don't
Eat
think
my
so.
progress with a little steampunk car.
Letter sticker.
Yeah.
My progress.
You know what? You want to draw that shit? Fine.
Oh.
Text Allison.
She's already on it. What have you done?
Okay.
All right, so
You guys make it
Yeah.
to the boarding house.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. Similar sort of establishment to the last place that you guys found. Miller's.
Oh yeah, I'm sorry. We found that.
About 8:30.
Mhm.
Clearly dark.
Yay.
That sort of just before what is probably curfew for the ladies that live there, probably a 9 o'clock curfew, because they have like chaperones or something like that.
It's a thing.
And so it looks like it's about a 3-story building. From what you can see on the ground floor, smallish lobby. Looks like there's a dining hall, and that the girls get served meals as well. A decent sized kitchen associated with it. It's a little nicer. You can tell from all of the piping and cogs, the brass works. It is a place that has plumbing, that has electric light. It's a place that probably has running water and heat and all of those sorts of amenities. It is, I would say, very solidly middle class. Somebody went through effort to put the technology into the building, but the building itself is pretty crap. Right?
Being gentrified.
Yeah. I mean,
The edge of
sort of
that area.
Yeah, it's like somebody bought a terrible boarding house and was like, put some money in it and hopefully get some better.
It's like when you buy like a really old house and like you've got like new appliances, but there's no central heating.
Right. It's
Someone
very
bought
much
an old Pizza Hut and turned it into an Apple store.
Yeah.
But
There
didn't
it is.
change any of the architecture.
I love that.
It's like when you see those cell phone stores that clearly used to be an Applebee's.
Or McDonald's.
Yeah.
Or Wendy's. Why is there a drive-thru in this liquor store?
Yeah.
Why
best
wouldn't
type
it?
of liquor.
That's a thing up north.
Morley's Tavern we went to.
Yep.
Yeah, that
Oh,
definitely
so
used to be a
clever.
McDonald's.
No, that's a thing up north.
Yeah.
You can
Drive-through alcohol
drive
shops,
through. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, there's one here. Because it's the north. It's not.
Yeah.
It still has the drive-through window. It's just not usable because you can't do that here. But it's like, what? Why?
No, you drive through and like
garage.
you pop your trunk and they'll load your alcohol into your trunk for you.
You can get active
Anyhow.
alcohol in a drive-through in North Carolina.
You can in Ohio.
Yeah. No, like they'll give you like cups of it.
Oh,
It's not like it's the sealed stuff.
You can do that in
Like,
Louisiana too.
Yeah.
No straws though.
No straws.
Louisiana, they put a piece of tape.
Yeah, that's North Carolina too. So you're not supposed to. No, if it's open when the cop pulls you over, then it's
Because they
bad.
have drive-through daiquiri bars.
but it's so they can't get blamed for serving someone driving alcohol.
What the fuck is Louisiana?
Well, with the drive-through daiquiri bars, heaven, it sounds like.
Louisiana is the place that gave up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Louisiana is the place that was like,
And they gave up in 2007.
but
Oh.
but it's they gave up in
No,
the
is that
best
what it
That's
was?
Katrina 2006.
10, 5, 10.
2007 is when they got rid of the 666 area code. That's when
Cowards.
Louisiana stopped.
Reeves, Louisiana.
But Louisiana is the place that was like, fuck it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Louisiana rides the lightning. That's what it looks like, Sean.
Yeah. They
I know how I'm gonna die.
I know.
they went, we're the South. Let's be the South.
Yeah.
We got swamps, we got gators, we got voodoo, we've
That's what
got
Alabama's for.
weird
What are you doing?
parades.
Stop.
No. We're gonna out Alabama.
They did it.
Kentucky's like, dude.
Although they did it with all like the grace that a person could, right?
Yeah.
Like because they were like, we're gonna take all the Alabama, y'all motherfuckers keep the incest. Here you go.
We'll take the rest of it.
Yeah, we're all gonna drink and drive and die and stuff, but you guys, your gene pool can be fucked.
Louisiana's a
From
lovely
Alabama.
place.
It was so
Actually, I
weird
do
going to
enjoy
Louisiana and like getting a drink, and they'll be like, "Oh, do you want that mimosa to go?" And you're just like, "What? Okay, yes, please."
Yeah, my life's falling apart. Yeah,
Yeah, let me walk down the street drinking my
Getting a
alcohol.
mimosa in Louisiana. Yeah,
You should have put that in a water bottle or just like, oh, styrofoam.
Yeah.
Yeah, that Creole accent makes a lot more sense when you're shit faced.
All right. Yeah, man, I got
Not
you.
Creole, they speak
Okay,
drunk.
Gambit.
Get a drunk.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They speak drunk.
Louisiana.
Louisiana.
So,
No.
We're gonna take a look at this boarding house.
Lucy, did you want to get a closer look?
before we go, I would like to smell, and I would like for him to smell as well.
Okay.
For me?
Make
Yeah, werewolf. I would like for you to see.
Yeah,
if
I
you
bet.
smell any
We
bitches.
actually.
and while he's a human, he does not.
Okay, then I'll do it.
Make a perception check.
Did you just assume my abilities?
I did. What a dick. 12.
You think there might be something, but you don't know how old or how recent it is. It seems to there's a lot of factory work around here, which makes smelling difficult.
Just if I can get like a ballpark on a floor or.
Ooh, it's second or third. You're not sure.
All right,
Yeah.
let's do it. Is there an alley?
Yes, there is.
Lucy,
Absolutely.
if you're planning on going in, come back first, please.
Early signal.
Wait, I didn't. What's your
Alternatively,
doing?
You'll see. Well,
alternatively,
Hopefully you won't see it. I'll just explain.
do whatever the goddamn you're gonna do. I'm gonna watch.
I will say maybe Effie and I could pretend we're looking for a place to stay.
Okay.
So,
That's if we need to go in.
Yeah.
Not for me.
So many suggestions.
go in. Or don't. Come back.
Oh, we don't.
Yeah, I just want to know if you're coming back or not.
We just don't want you to go in and us not know if you've been in.
We'd like to know where you are.
Hey!
I'm gonna lean against the hood of the car, just watch. Not like her, just like keep watch.
Thank you. Please don't do that. Please don't smoke and watch me.
Hi.
Robin, no.
I don't know how I feel about anything that just happened.
Make a stealth check.
Bows down.
24.
24.
So skanky.
Can you please, like, give play-by-play commentary?
Mhm.
Thank you.
Yeah.
She's gonna go around, and then she does this really weird thing, and she just like
What's up the wall? Lucy Tufton, Duchess of Hernandez, is currently inspired.
she is fully horizontal.
For the record, I can't do that.
The light we think she got from her maker, Mr. Chisholm.
So
Wait.
yes, you make it into the alley without arousing any suspicion. You
But you did
begin
arouse
to climb up the side of the wall.
I don't
Make
have time.
a investigation check.
I don't think it's something that you just learn how to do.
We're fine, yeah.
Okay. Yeah, you sort of go
That'll
sneaking about from window to window. Do me a favor, make me one more stealth check with advantage.
Since you're horizontal on the wall.
16.
There's when you the second floor is relatively easy. You actually kind of get in between the second and the third floor and walk sideways, and you're kind of peeking into the windows. A number of them have curtains, and they're sort of drawn. Some of them don't, and you get to see not much, but some ladies beginning their evening
Naked.
routine. You don't see any of they're not naked. You don't see any of the ones that
I'm looking for.
that you're looking for. When you go to look through the third floor windows, you don't see anything. There's one room that you're like, oh, that's them, and you're gonna kind of go and peek in, and then the woman opens the window like right at that moment and is like running out her laundry for drying or something, and you're like, yeah, I was right up against the side of the wall, and you realize it's not them from what you can tell.
It is also a weekend. They may be out.
Would the rest of you make perception checks for me, please?
Yes.
First 20 of the new deal die.
Hell yeah.
Nat one.
It's a 13. My passive is 17, if that matters.
Thank you. What's your total?
20.
Okay.
22.
Wait, you have
22.
0%.
Yeah,
I
he
have
has
zero
no
perception. I'm a great detective.
You're not a detective.
22.
Wow.
You're a bouncer.
22 is what we needed. They actually rolled very well on the stealth.
Wow.
There is
There's nothing.
you as you're sitting in the car and you're kind of watching.
I'm outside the car.
You're outside the
Yeah,
car?
I'm leaning against it
Mhm.
and just
I'll
sort of,
probably be
looking
talking to
around.
Okay.
No one.
At one point, you they're chattering, and you sort of poke your head to the side to give them what you're talking about. You catch a glimpse in the rearview mirror of what you suspect is one of the betas that has seen you just sitting there and is kind of waiting like around the corner to be like, who you're not sure if they've identified you, but they're definitely being cautious about the strangers parked outside the front of their buildings. Well, they've had 3 of their sisters
Yeah.
killed, so they're beginning to take precautions.
I'm just staring at the rearview mirror.
Yeah, you can see them at the corner. You don't. It's like they are in 3/4 cover at this point. They're, careful.
Gonna take a stroll.
One company.
I'm all right. You stay here. I mean, what would the rest do without you? You
Sure.
do give such a lovely conversation, Daisy.
Go ahead.
And I'm gonna go.
Taking a stroll.
Yes.
Can
he
I
is.
try driving your car?
I
No,
love
it's
some
not his
night
car, it's
air.
not his.
As a matter of fact, I'll just drop the keys in there. Like,
I'll just take him.
yeah.
I think we should drive the car.
And I'm just gonna mosey, kind of
Wait, did
Okay.
you
in
see
the
them?
direction, but also just sort of
No, but when he moves,
just strolling.
want to move as well.
Yeah.
Okay.
Tactics.
So you're strolling in that direction. When she sees you just turn towards her, you can see that she backs up into the alley.
Mm-hmm. Just going along.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's gonna take you a few 2-3 rounds to just cover that
Pass by
distance
it, yeah.
casually.
Mm.
What are the rest of you doing? You're up on.
you
You're
moving the
coming
car?
towards the end of your
Like,
your search.
If I'm on top of top of the building, I'm not on the roof, but like I'm
Right.
closest to the top.
Yeah.
Can I see this?
Make a perception check. Sure.
For 7 minutes.
That's all I need.
I can drive. I am proficient in driving.
I do not have permission to drive my car.
Doesn't matter. You're not there.
Okay. What is it? Perception?
Yeah, perception.
15.
Yeah, you can. Well, you can see him walk away from the car.
I would like to chill. Descend the building.
Okay.
You turn and walk facing the ground like you're riding Falcon's Fury.
Just
towards the ground.
Jareth my way down and then head towards the car.
Great. Give me one more stealth check with advantage because of being on the side of the building. And actually, let's make it just regular because it's going to include you crossing the street and getting.
That's
outside.
still fine. Okay. That is a 24.
Yeah, you make it down the building. Absolutely
Hello.
no problem. You're very cautious coming across the street. It's only really when you're like midway across the street that they even notice that you're
Gone.
you're
Where'd you
at
come
the
from?
car. Yeah.
Hey.
It's one of those like it's a nice like Jason Bourne moment. Like you get down and there's a little bit of traffic. And she froggers across and
Can I
sort of
be
pops up.
it's on the roof? David Blaine, come in.
I'm on the roof. If you guys have not seen David Blaine on the roof.
We'll be showing you.
Yes.
I want to be David.
Yes. Yeah. Yeah.
That
I'm just
accent makes
gonna
it want it.
while that's happening, I'm just gonna turn to Effie before I notice her and be like, shit. We should be worried right now, shouldn't we?
Lively, yes.
Oh, Jesus.
Oh, where'd you come? Oh,
We're
Wait,
was on the building. I
You
didn't see anything.
Lucy, I think Thomas saw something.
You're arriving at the car at about the time you're getting to the alley.
Mhm.
It's not the closest alley. It's actually the one like a back. That's where she noticed the parked car.
Lucy, you might want to
Um,
look through the rear view toward the alley.
At that point, she probably can't see.
I know, but I want her to know that's
I
where
can see
stuff
from mirrors.
is.
They just can't see.
No, she backed further into the alley when Tom started walking.
My point was just look in that direction if you're going to look, but don't look over your shoulder.
I mean, be chill.
Drive casual.
No, don't look.
Be cool, be cool. They're not looking. Okay, no. Be cool, be cool.
No, don't look. Be obvious. Look, but don't look.
Don't go in the building, but go in the building.
Go in
Yeah,
the building.
I'm gonna get out of
But
the
don't
car.
tell you guys when I. But go.
But
I'm just like humming
Nosebleed.
Dixie as
Okay.
I'm going by. Yeah.
yeah. So you just pass by the alley.
Yeah.
Okay. Give me a perception check as you go by.
I'm gonna pop the hood and actually pretend to be looking at the car.
Oh, like we broke down?
Okay.
Yeah, but I'm
Good-ass
actually
idea.
kind of.
Yeah. Make a performance check.
Oh, okay.
I'd like to keep an ear out and a smell out. I don't
A
know.
sniff?
That's weird.
The smells difficult. at
I
this
don't know
distance.
how predatory she gets about things.
Yeah, I mean, we got to look at your vampire abilities. There's something specific
Okay.
about your
I know.
heightened senses.
I'm just okay. I'd like to keep an ear out for
Sure, absolutely.
that.
23 with a natural 20.
23. Okay. Oh yeah, absolutely. Yeah. So you make a very good show of fixing the car. Now roll me a perception check.
Oh, that's my natural one.
21. I'm sorry.
Ooh, that's not bad. It's a 12.
21.
12, 21. Okay. You go past the alley, and you don't see any particular movement. What you do see looks like part of the bustle, sort of the rear train of a dancing girl's skirt. You see that sort of stuffed into a trash can. You get the feeling that she's probably spooked, either trying to like hunt you or run.
Maybe someone else make it afraid? Instead of us being
Doubtful.
naked?
What a beautiful time.
She got our idea
how
about
is this sequence of key features of the situation laid out? Is it like a boarding house, car, alley, or is it boarding house, alley, car? How are they arranged about each other?
Boarding house.
Yeah.
I assumed you guys were parked across the street.
Okay, yeah.
I had you horizontal.
Okay.
Okay. And at the edge of an alley.
Okay.
Which you have now backed into.
Okay.
And then a block over is where the girl stopped.
Okay.
And that is where Thomas has passed.
Okay.
Right?
Cool.
Correct me if any of that was
That's fine.
not what we had.
That
I
was
had
sort of-
actually just finished killing Killer Miller.
That's
Great.
what I had in my head.
Because I know you guys parked across the street.
Yeah.
When she went over to the boarding house, you said you pulled into the alley. She was a little further back, so she's like a block away.
Cool.
So that, or at least that's the alley.
That's where we saw her
Yeah.
go.
You don't see
don't know where she is.
her or
Yeah.
the movement, but you can see where she ditched her skirt.
Yeah.
So suddenly she had to move quickly, and
Yeah.
so it looks like she ditched it and threw it away.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just going to kind of pause for a sec, kind of put on like a furrowed brow and like a puzzled face,
Mhm.
look at this thing, and just sort of like, hello? Is anyone there? Is anyone all right? Just kind of like looking at the clothes as if I'm seeing clothes, just stuff in there like
Like how
is there-
weird if you just saw like a
like,
girl's skirt.
It's sort of like, is there a body in there? Oh, what's in the box?
Make a persuasion check.
What's in the box?
Yeah.
I'm gonna just hand Lola the keys. I just want to get out like I'm looking at the car with Jeremiah.
Okay.
Yes. It's a natural 20 culminating in a 23.
Jesus, we are on fire. Wait,
Okay.
it's gonna
I'm gonna die.
come back around.
You needed a 22 or better.
Wow. Between last night and tonight, look at you.
Let's not start singing my praises, all right?
So you say that and you hear
So many dice to eat.
from down the alley. Hello?
Hey, you all right?
We?
Oh, you speak French. Well, excellent. And I will speak in weirdly accented French to
Sure.
her as well.
Wonderful.
Are you all right back there? Yeah, it's in subtitles.
And you hear her when she hears you speak French, even though it's weird.
Southern.
Yeah, even though it's Creole.
Louisiana.
Yeah, it's real.
Oh my god, he
It's
is.
Louisiana French.
Fast.
You can hear her voice. While cautious, there is just a hint of additional comfort to speaking in her own language, and she. Oh, I'm fine, thank you. Just taking care of some personal things.
Ah,
Women problems.
Right at the time of my day.
The ultimate trump card.
all right.
She's throwing it out.
Yeah.
She's fine, guys. She's fine. It's okay.
Yeah.
Everyone just
All
leave her be.
Well, I got some friends if they can help you out with that at all.
Oh no, thank you. I'm fine.
Yeah. Well, female friends, I do admit. I apologize for any sort of misconstrued information there. Are those your clothes there?
I don't want it anymore. It's fine.
Oh, I see.
That one's been ruined.
Oh, I see. Well, that's fine. Do what you need to do. If you need any help, feel free. I'm just on a night stroll. Have a lovely evening. And I'm gonna go back not towards the car, but back the way I started
The
walking.
way you were continuing to.
Mhm.
Yep. Okay. She had gotten out to join Jeremiah
Yeah.
and looking. What are the rest of you guys?
I've
Yes.
been looking through the
Hardcore.
rear view. Is that still the right angle?
I thought you guys said you pulled the car into
Okay.
the alley.
I'm really bad with spatial awareness.
That's okay. Yeah. So you no longer need to look through the rear view.
I can just look.
down the.
Okay.
Down the
I don't want to
down
be
the
like
road.
craning over my shoulder if I'm trying to look behind me, but if I can just look forward, I'm looking forward.
Understood. Yeah, you can look out the window. You see Thomas. You guys do see him stop.
Who's driving
for-
the car?
Nobody.
I have the keys.
If the car got moved into the alleyway, who's driving the car?
I'm assuming it was Effie.
Well, it was,
Yeah.
Before she got out. Okay.
Okay.
yeah.
So there's nobody in the driver's seat.
I would have slid over
You
if
slide
Effie handed me
in.
the keys.
Okay.
And you're doing the hood up bit thing.
Yeah.
Okay.
Apparently, I'm doing it very well.
Yeah. Super.
Yeah.
He's tearing the engine apart. He's doing it.
Whoa,
So well.
whoa,
But
whoa.
not so well that it's broken.
Oh,
Ah.
So close.
what's this thing do? You just got a hose.
Oh, so just start spraying fluid everywhere. Like, oh,
Sucking
Seems to come out.
sucking out coolant.
That's a Saturday night right there.
What is this like
Is that
a
what the cool kids are
traditional
doing
downtown, like boarding houses or next to boarding houses type of situation?
Primarily boarding. Yeah, it's primarily like it's sort of a apartment area region. You can see that there are in the opposite direction. There's like a corner store. Every few blocks, there's either like a drugstore or like a soda shop. Little corner places that just sort of serve the local community. Nothing major. There's a grocer
Sweet.
around, but yeah, it is residential primarily, and occasionally small shop fronts that
Sweet.
that support the community. You guys do see Thomas stop and have that conversation, and him begin to move on.
Is there a way for me to get there via rooftops?
I mean, she was only a block over, so you can attempt to climb the side of the building. Apparently, fire escapes are a thing in London at this time.
Yeah, there's
And
the Great
all
London
times.
Fire. Yeah.
And the Great
So-
London Fire Escape.
Yeah, because earlier in the game, I was definitely like, nah, they don't have fire escapes. I was wrong, apparently. They do have
It was
fire
in like the
escapes.
1840s or something.
There was
right?
two.
Yeah.
Yeah, there were
Yeah.
two great London fires.
Christopher.
So yes, the answer is with a little bit of acrobatics or athletics, you could grab a fire escape and
Please. I would like to begin
Did you see
shadowing Thomas from the
Which way is he going? I'm sorry, I was.
He went.
he
Went
Thomas
that way.
is walking away from the car.
Okay.
He had stopped at the alley.
Okay.
You guys could see him sort of talking for a brief time.
Yeah.
And he is now continuing away from the car.
Okay.
Yes, I would like to shadow him from the rooftops.
Okay. Do me a favor. Make a athletics check. Athletics or acrobatics? So I'll take either.
Yeah, 5.
Okay.
Oh, Jesus.
You what did you roll? What skill?
Oh, acrobatics.
Acrobatics. You go to get like a nice parkour run off the wall and you like
Michael
get
Scott's
one
in?
foot up, but you do the push too hard, you end up further away.
When you try to like wall bounce in Super Mario 64 and
Yeah,
you just
it's
like
like-
don't do the timing just right, you're like,
Nope. Yeah.
shit.
Very much.
I would like to follow Thomas
How are you? You're just gonna walk on the street?
like a real person.
Okay. On
Yeah.
the street. You
I
go.
am a real girl. I'm surprised myself.
You think we should follow him? Oh, I'm the only one in the car now.
I'm next to the car. We
Lola,
don't
should we follow him? I don't know. Lola.
Lola, should I? I don't know. Should I? I don't know.
What do
Are you
think,
there,
Lola?
God? It's me,
I don't know,
Lola.
Oh, I love Other Berry.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah. Yeah.
He's my favorite berry.
It is.
So do I ultimately get up or I fail?
It's you. You will ultimately get up there. It takes you
Way too long.
way too long, and so then you're kind of hustling to keep up. But
Cool.
But for now, you're still working on that effort.
Sure.
You're walking down the street, so you're I would say probably 120 feet from Thomas.
Okay.
He's got a little
Singing
bit
the
of a lead on you.
Mhm.
But yeah, you're heading down that way. Lola, Jeremiah, Effie, what are you guys up to?
I'm gonna come back around to the door. Does this car have windows that go up and down?
Yeah.
Okay, I wasn't sure because sometimes it's open.
Oh yeah,
It's a crank,
I
but
mean,
My original car didn't have windows.
did not have windows. Yeah. So
Oh,
then
okay. It was like
in
open.
this case,
Yeah, my car in this the year of our Lord 2018 doesn't have windows.
no windows.
I live in Florida and I just let the hurricane rain into my car.
Good. You bless
The way God intended.
You're blessing your car.
That's right.
Well, we're not in Africa, so.
No.
Also,
I'm gonna scoot around to the door. I'm gonna open the passenger door. I'm assuming you slid into the
Yeah,
driver's
yeah.
seat when I gave you the
that way, if
keys.
we needed to go, I could go.
Yeah. I'm gonna motion to Jeremiah. Like, I think that should probably do it. Yeah, that should do it. What you
Close the
did
hood
to
and
the
get
engine.
back
Oh.
in.
You did to the engine. That should do it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I should probably do it.
No,
Okay.
that should do
that should do
Yeah.
it. So
Yeah.
let's give that a try. Yeah,
Okay.
I'm speaking in a normal vocal tone of voice.
Well, yeah, I mean, you go, but most people, when they try to restart, the hood still stays up until it starts.
Don't mansplain vehicles to me. What?
Effie would say that.
enjoyed that.
Effie would say that.
I mean, well, she told me to put the hood down. I'm just,
Yeah,
Yeah.
just
You want to get
let's give that a try. Yeah.
Okay.
All right. I'm gonna open the door and hop in with Lola and say, "All right, Lola, let's give it a try."
All right.
Give them a minute, and then we'll follow. We don't want to catch up to them too fast.
Mhm.
We're much faster than them in this.
Mhm.
But I don't
I was
want them
like,
to
I
get.
was like,
I
I
didn't
just
want
want to
it
lean
to get
over.
too
Is
far.
like, if we get the chance, are we taking her out with the car?
No,
No.
this is not our car. All right, give it a try, Lola.
This is why you don't have nice things.
Okay.
Give it a try, Lola.
Yeah,
And
I'm
it started
gonna.
perfectly because it wasn't broken.
Oh,
Oh,
Thomas has
Jerry, you
taken
did
charge
it.
with cars before, so it's a solid
Yeah, that's a thing
idea.
that you do. We don't have those chats.
But I've also gone that way now.
Jeremiah, get in the car.
I'm
Okay.
already in the car. That's why I leaned to you and I said,
We're driving, but I'm driving real easy.
"Oh,
Do me a
God."
favor, everybody. Make perception checks.
Like maybe we like give it a minute. Like we're trying to like get situated in the car before we start moving.
Streakers of 20s.
17. Perception.
17 perception.
Good
17.
guess again.
17. No, not 17. 19. I can't do math.
I've got a 14.
I can burn 48 good guesses. I don't give a shit.
I got 60.
19.
22.
This feels bad.
As you guys are going, Thomas, what did you end up with?
19.
19. It's harder for you because you have passed
Yeah.
the alley and where the
Like-
lady seems to be.
I'm attempting to bait myself, and that's what I've done. So that's what I'm.
Sure.
It's less.
French. She's
You-
not gonna kill you.
So, and then everybody, I heard a lot of 17s. Who had a 17? Okay. Who had anything else?
19.
I was at a
16,
14.
14. Okay.
I'm driving.
You're driving, but you, so Lola, you may be the only one that doesn't really catch it. And Thomas, you just know that you're not pursued.
Mhm.
That you definitely see. The rest of you catch movement of like shadows, essentially, but they're not following you. They seem to be circling back towards the car was, towards the front of the.
To go back in, maybe.
Yeah, they're. You guys are going this way, and they're like on the other side of the building. Looks like they're trying to just pass by you
Okay.
and either come up behind you or go into the safe house.
Cool. Can I try to watch
Mhm.
from like turn around and watch
Yeah.
to see where if they
Yeah,
Go ahead.
absolutely. You guys are driving very slowly.
Can I have eyes on? Is that the girl that was in the alley?
You never saw the girl, but you do see the shadow movement.
So I can assume that that's whatever Thomas was going in for.
That is a fair assumption. Yes,
Let's
absolutely.
turn around and follow the shadow.
Okay, it is on the other side of this building, so you're going to go down the alley. Okay, yeah, go down the alley. Make a stealth check for me.
I believe in you, Batman.
Jesus. 8.
The number.
Damn it, Robin.
Okay.
Don't speak to me when you forget.
Bruce.
Um,
You don't talk to me.
you see the movement and you go like down the hall, down the alleyway, but you end up heel clicking a lot louder than you were intending to.
Oh,
You
some
guys,
Victorian
Damn, these high heels.
These
yeah,
Victorian boots, man.
Victorian boots.
Double leather
Um,
squeaking.
The lady does seem to get spooked, and she just begins to run. You're gonna chase her. Okay. Yeah, she is. So she is now running away. So past where you guys had
And
parked
like
the car
across the
previously.
street.
Not across the street. She's
Okay.
still on the backside of that other building.
Mhm.
So you guys are all going this way,
Mhm.
and Lucy
trying to
went
cut
down the
across.
alley.
I'm gonna try
and-
to mark them from the roof.
Yeah. That's fine. Give me a perception check from the roof, and give me a perception check to see if you hear
Thank you.
15.
15.
Come on, Skull Splitter.
I know.
It's been doing well for you.
Skull Splitter is amazing. This is not only is this a wonderful color, it's doing solid work, solid effort.
Oh,
Until today, because you just said something.
I mean,
did.
You don't have to
I
eat
did,
it.
but also I'm a good guess that shit
You
because
can do that.
I'm Thomas. All right.
It's all better.
I mean that's slightly better. 17.
17. Okay. Yeah, you do start to hear the heavy footfalls, and you do notice that they are getting quieter. You guys can see Lucy heading down the alley at like a clip
Yeah.
as you begin to drive past that alley.
Yeah.
I don't know what the score is, and this is the worst idea I've ever had. I love
When you get to the end of the alley, she is. You can see her dropping down onto all fours.
Hands up.
Oh no, she's you're looking at her back,
Oh, fuck that. Okay.
and she's 120.
Oh, no, right. I thought she was going to, like, charge. Never mind.
Oh no.
She's
When
running.
when she heard you coming this way, she took off running away from
No,
you.
I know, but
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
she has the flight instinct.
She doesn't
Flight
have.
instinct.
She doesn't have minions with her. She's not.
you don't know that.
Yeah.
Sorry.
No, you're good. So you get to the corner, you see her. She is fully either like full hybrid or full wolf, big wolf, just galloping
Okay.
at a sprint. So.
Do we pass in time to see this?
You see Lucy like get to the corner. You don't see
We can't see
the lady run away.
Oh, I would like to keep this following.
She's like
See?
down
yeah.
around the corner.
She's-
When we get
She's-
past that, I
she's
want to
120
fake
in
that
front
the
of me.
car is having trouble again.
Do you,
No?
I see that?
No.
Can I see the lady?
I rolled this and she I saw.
Yes.
I'm
Okay.
going to do something stupid. and I'm going to take control of this car.
You can try.
So here's what we're gonna do. At this point, let's everybody roll initiative.
Yeah, because I'm gonna
There's
turn
a
around.
lot of.
I'll tase you.
We're turning this thing into
Yeah.
a goddamn cruise.
I've turned
Okay.
around
tase you.
and I don't see them yet. They haven't exited the alley, right? But they're about
I got a
to.
20.
I can hear the footfalls.
Hold on. Let's get initiative first.
Okay.
and
all
then
roll
we
20s?
No. No.
There we go. Let's go. Okay,
I'm gonna burn my last
20 or above.
I'm doing that.
Jesus.
25 and above.
Hey!
Not a natural 20.
Look at that
Okay.
vampire Dexy.
It was not my last one, but
24, 23, 22, 21, 20.
20.
20.
Who has the highest dex?
7.
Definitely not
She
me.
does.
Okay.
What is your plus?
Lola.
+5.
Who has the next highest dex?
I think.
Do you have any decks?
Yes.
Then yes.
Okay.
Results.
Sure.
Jeremiah.
Cranberry. I do.
I have
Um,
the reasoning.
Okay, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13,
13.
13.
There's
I'm
a
proud of you, little 13.
I know, he is.
Which is fair. Because you guys are all going to
farthest away,
converge, and then all of a sudden it's like, maybe we'll be stealthy, and then this motherfucker is just boom. 7.
7. Okay.
So I am the lastiest of the lasts.
It's okay.
Or, from a certain perspective, the first.
There we go. Lucy, you are looking at the werewolf run away from you. It is very fast. I don't know what that is. That's the book I want. It is very fast. It is 120 feet away from you. What would you like to do?
I can run and dash.
You can run and dash.
That'll get me 70.
70 feet. So I need you to write down your distance from the werewolf. That puts you at 50 feet.
Thank you.
After that, Lola.
I am, as I said, I am going to fake that the car is stalling right just past the alleyway.
Okay.
Um,
So that is, so you're shutting off the car?
I want to throw it into neutral,
Okay.
if that's a thing.
Sure.
It's technically it'd be like a stick shift. She can stall it. She can actually stall it.
She can, technically operating the vehicles as per Ultramodern rules.
Mhm.
It's an action to slow the car to a stop.
Okay.
Interesting.
I mean, you can also, I guess, just
Yeah.
still an action.
Yeah.
If you don't apply the brakes, it's gonna drift,
Yeah.
right?
Question before I go try even attempt to do my thing.
Damn.
How wide are these alleys?
I don't know, 10 feet.
Oh, shit. Don't.
What's he
Don't.
doing?
I'm going to tell you this right now.
I can't leave the car
I know.
without ever risking something super awful happening.
But think about this. Just what are dogs good at? Like at dog shows, what do they have them do?
Tricks.
What kind of tricks?
Sit. Stay.
No,
Jump the hoops.
they jump.
Okay.
Now you got like a
I
5
assume
foot.
she's gonna be a little
You
preoccupied.
got like a 5'4" dog, all fours. It's got some mic on it. All right.
Eric, I don't want to do PvP tonight, but I will.
I'm saying it's a good idea. I like that idea. If it was like a tunnel, I'd say fucking go for it. I just think we're looking at a thing that might go real south real quick.
Yeah, try to
Can I just say I'm listening
I
for
like where your
gunfire?
head's at.
Yes. So you
I'm
stop the
chaotic
car?
good now. So
Yes.
So chaos. Embrace the chaos.
Stop.
I don't want to turn it. I don't know what they put Victorian. I don't want to
You
like.
don't have to turn it
I'll
off.
park it. I don't want to like
That's
shut it off.
Understood. The engine is still running,
Uh-huh.
but you have ceased your movement forward.
Yes.
Okay.
That is your action, and you are listening.
Yeah.
Great.
Because I want to. If I hear like either the sound of a fight, probably the loudest thing would be a gunshot.
Gotcha. Okay. That is it for Lola. Isolde.
I'm gonna try to shoot her.
Okay. She does have half cover just from the fire escapes and things that are sort of in your way.
Okay.
It does give her a +5 to her, +2 to her AC with half cover. but you definitely can take the shot. Remember, you can also take the aim action.
I would.
Aim as a bonus.
Yeah, I was gonna do that, which just gives me the +1.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah. So 21 to hit.
21 does hit.
Okay.
Yeah, absolutely.
9 points of piercing damage.
9 points of piercing damage.
I do still have silver bullets in them, but I don't have that many left. But
Good to know. Great. So full damage on that.
I gave you all the silver bullets, right?
Keep what you had with you.
Okay.
You guys do now hear a very loud gunshot ring out through London.
And Effie makes that noise.
Yeah.
I'm sure that wasn't the car stalling.
Yeah, it was the car backfiring.
This is what I'm afraid of.
Wonder.
Yeah, it's not
Yeah.
internal combustion
It's not my
engine. We're not gasoline.
It's not my turn. I
That's
might have to
diesel
fight
punk.
Jeremiah.
We're doing steampunk.
we're clean. We're
Yeah.
clean engines.
I'm gonna keep
as
one
clean as
Effie knows I
coal and soot and the grime of factories are. Sure. All right. Anything else, Isolde? Any movement?
Yeah, I'm gonna move my full movement because I'm assuming she's still running, right?
She is still running. You are on the roof.
Yeah,
Um,
because my furthest distance, like I only have 200 feet,
Okay.
so I want to just make sure that I keep it within the 200 feet.
okay. So you get. She's running past you. So you shot her when she was 60 feet away from you.
Okay. She's running towards me.
Yeah, technically.
Because she went around,
you
and I just went across.
yeah, you went across. She ran like back past you.
Gotcha,
so
gotcha.
You went running back.
Okay, yeah, I'm gonna maintain that. If I can maintain that 60 feet. So if she keeps moving, I will move with her.
You are gonna have to jump across an alley
Cool.
to do that. So make me an athletics check. 12. Okay. You take a shot. You back up. You get a good run going. You step off the edge, and so it's a 10-foot alley. I believe. What is your height?
Like 5'2".
5'2". So, man, calculating jumps is something I'm never a fan of. But what we're going to say is you don't land on the roof.
Okay.
You don't land on so it's a 3rd-story building. You don't land on the fire escape for floor 3 or floor 2, but you kind of crash into the fire escape of floor 1.
Okay.
And right, so it's 10 feet of your movement to get there, and then
The rest to get back up.
you can go 10 feet to get to floor 2, 10 feet to get to floor 3. You're going to need 10 more to get on the roof
Okay.
on your next turn.
Okay.
Okay?
Yep.
Okay. After is Zolt.
Sure.
Jeremiah.
Just do it, my dude.
No.
It's all you.
Where are we all sitting in the car? I am in the driver's
I'm
seat.
in the front.
Well, I'm also in the front.
We're all in the front bed. I'm in the middle.
seat, yeah.
I'm in the middle
Effie's
because
in
that's
the
where
middle.
Effie
It's
goes.
6 people, so
It
yeah.
does, yeah.
Yeah, Effie goes in
I've
the
always
middle.
figured we were 3
That's
and
her
3. I just
seat.
figured that
Staying in the middle.
if there's some conflict about what we're doing with the car, I want to know who is sitting where.
So there is Effie and Lola between you and the driver's seat.
I realistically cannot leave this car without being a hazard to everybody around me.
It's not a hazard to us in the car with you.
If I roll down the window and just shoot from there, so I'm going to hold action. See if I see anything. Anything.
You saw Lucy
Can I
round
see
the corner.
Oh, so wait, this thing isn't stalled in front of the alley?
No, we went past
You're
it.
in front of a alley, but you're not in front of.
We were trying to not obviously stop directly in front of the alley.
Correct. We were
So,
attempting stealth when
And then that ended.
Stealth stopped.
Sorry.
Well, maybe if someone comes out and be like, "Oh, car is so broken."
That was the theory.
Plan.
Sure.
And then there's sounds of guns going off, and we're like, wow.
It's just backfiring so
Chinatown really hasn't simmered down, has
It's a
it?
bad neighborhood. Why we shouldn't be stopped here?
I love Chinatown. Going back to Chinatown. Fuck all y'all.
I mean, we live there, so yeah, we have to go back there.
I will get out.
Okay.
Oh crap! There's no way to do this without hitting someone, is there? No way. I laid the cube wherever I want within that range. Never mind. And I'm gonna get out, walk, and so I'm in front of the alley and lay down the fire. Lay down my 30-foot cube.
You're gonna have to dash to get to the other alley.
Oh, they took a turn?
Yes.
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
I thought we had stalled in front of.
That's why we
okay.
said that you couldn't see the wolf. You could maybe see Lucy.
You
Okay,
saw
I thought we
Lucy
drove the car like around.
before.
Made it to, okay.
We went like
Misunderstood.
20 feet.
I misunderstood what alley we had driven
There's
past.
several.
Sorry. There. So I guess I'll do. That would be my whole turn then, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
Okay, I cannot leave. I cannot get. I know. I can't. I'm just gonna do nothing.
So you're staying in the car.
Die.
It's a hazard for me to go get involved.
Are you staying in the car?
Yeah,
or
I'm
are you
staying in the
getting
car.
out
I'm
of
staying in the car.
Staying in the car.
Staying in the car.
You're holding an action?
If I see something, I'll fire.
Okay. Sounds good. Effie.
Oh, it's me.
It is
Hello.
Yes.
Shit. I'm gonna. Will you let me move through your space?
Yes.
I'm gonna crawl out over Lola, out of the front, and I'm gonna fake look at the hood in case somebody comes out after the gunshot.
you. Okay. Sounds good. Make a performance check.
Okay.
It's not awful for me. It's actually incredibly not awful for me. My plus for this is incredible. 18.
Okay. You guys, you don't see anybody yet,
Okay.
but you,
I am
the
I am
neighbors.
preparing to do that if someone's like, "What was that strange noise?"
Exactly. Got it.
There's nothing to see here, folks.
It's okay. We're working on it. Sorry. That.
So, Our Lady Werewolf is up next.
Our Lady Werewolf,
Our blessed lady of werewolf.
She's
Our
gonna keep
Blessed
running.
Lady, a werewolf.
the blessed Lady ever werewolf.
is going to use her action to dash. That moves her 100 feet.
Damn,
So
She's 150 away from
she's 150 away from you.
She's so fast.
And as a bonus action, she will howl.
No. Okay, now we're doing this.
We were doing it.
We were doing it.
I know, but now we're like really doing it.
Now it's for real. So that is her action. She does move 100. She was 50 feet away from you, so she's now 150 feet away from you. Okay.
So we're at roughly the same speed.
Yeah.
She's 150 from me. I mean,
Roughly, yeah. She's got some height on you, but yeah.
Right. Oh, yeah, of course.
Okay, Thomas, you do hear a gunshot.
Yeah, I hear that. I don't see anything yet. I don't see the woman. I don't see the movement yet at all, right?
They're running away from you.
They're running. Oh, so they're not going
Nope.
towards the
No.
boarding house anymore.
Yeah, they are,
Oh, yeah.
because you were walking away from the.
Yeah,
boarding
well,
house.
that's kind of what I mean. Like, I'm like at distance, right? Like, I'm facing just the area. I'm kind of looking at the boarding house.
Thank you, Matt.
Yeah.
We're sorry.
I'm just waiting for them to cross that alley, cross the road, is sort of what I'm saying. Because regardless, I'm just going to move 30 feet.
Gonna dash?
No, not yet. Because I'm going to hold.
Like, I think Courtney said that we're actually doing stuff.
Oh, no, because it's going to get so much worse as soon as they walk out of that goddamn boarding house.
Mm-hmm.
Do you think they're in there?
Yes, she howled. They're near.
They have omegas like here. So as for protection detail, because like you said,
Well, then
it
they'd
kills
be,
them.
they'd be dudes then.
Yeah. So I mean, they could be coming up from, like other places. I just
This-
imagine like it's
That's,
like,
This is
that's
one-
even better. You want them pouring out of.
A dumpster
Corners you
open
don't
so
know.
four guys
Yeah.
crawl out.
This
yes,
is
I just imagine it to be like I am
Good
legend.
boy. How
And they
could
just,
he?
like,
Betrayal.
come out.
This is London
Within
Horror Story
bamboozles.
boarding house.
Yeah.
Yes, let's make it.
That's the real horror story. Boarding houses.
Yeah, we're both with
Sun
you.
will come out tomorrow.
I hate that show.
It hates you too.
I like the
It
show.
hates
It's
everybody.
terrible for your voice. Like I was in that show.
I've been in the show. That's why I can say I hate
and
it.
I'm just like, I'm like, wow, this is a really rough show.
So
Gotcha.
here we go.
Hey,
This is
thank
the boarding
you.
house.
Yeah.
That's where the car was originally.
Yep.
The car pulled in here and then went over here.
Okay.
This is where Thomas saw the
Yeah.
lady have the conversation. The lady was here. She ran this way. There's
Gotcha.
the werewolf. Lucy came over here.
Gotcha.
She went up the alley. That's when we rolled initiative. She rolled over here.
Gotcha.
Isolt was on this roof, shot the lady as she ran by, jumped and is now going to be on this roof when she finally gets on the roof. Thomas, you are way over
Yeah.
here
Yeah.
because you were at the alley and
And I kept
continued
walking.
away.
Mm-hmm.
So when you left, she said, "Nope, I don't like this,"
Gotcha.
and then got spooked and began running.
Perfect. Great.
Good.
Perfect. Yeah.
Beautiful.
Cool.
I just want to make
And there
sure
are
that
more
my,
buildings over here.
yeah.
Cool.
I just want to make sure that my perspective is correct. I am currently looking at the boarding house. I know it's a solid distance, but
Yeah.
I'm looking at it.
Boarding house down here,
I'll move 30 feet in that direction,
30 feet in this direction.
and I'm gonna. I don't have my gun out, but I'm holding my hands out.
Got it. Okay. So now that we are all relatively clear on where people are,
Holding my action. Let's do this.
thank you. Holding action. Back to the top. Lucy.
I would like to say something to threaten her. Can I do that? Is it a bonus action or can I do that as a free?
It is a bonus action.
Then I'm going to run. And so it's fuck, 35. I'm going to try to taunt her.
Okay. So you're going to dash.
No, that's a bonus action.
Dashing is an action.
Then I'm going to dash. So that's 70.
So that's 70. So you are now 80 feet away from her.
And then intimidate.
Okay. Yeah. Roll an intimidation.
I'm
Yeah. So you do have your bonus.
just really
It's not bad.
10.
10.
Oh, I didn't know.
It was an 8 and 9.
Oh, I thought that was
Damn.
19.
No, baby, no.
No. Yeah.
I saw-
You. What do you do to intimidate? What do you yell at her, or do you just like snarl or something?
Stupid wolf frog.
Stupid wolf frog. She sort of.
Oh, wolf frog.
Okay. After
Lola.
Lucy, Lola, thank you.
Okay. Can I see a fire escape from the car?
You can.
Yeah. Okay. I want to get out.
Okay.
Let me see if I get my extra action before
Sounds good.
I do.
All right.
I don't have to spend things for it. Yay.
Nice.
I am going to also use a kata point to double my speed.
Okay.
So my base is 35. I want to get to the fire escape. I'm assuming it's an acrobatics check to get up.
Yes. Give me an acrobatics check to get up.
Ooh. I'm low. So that's a 12. Actually, wait. I have advantage because is that one of the things I can do?
It's only if you spend a hit back.
Oh, it's only if I spend the hit. Okay. So that's a 12.
A 12.
That's the advantage of spending the hit die rather than making the check.
On a 12, I will say it will cost you. Normally, it's 10 feet of movement to get to the up one floor.
Mhm.
It's going to cost you double
Okay.
to get through the first floor.
Okay.
So you have now spent 30 feet of movement.
Perfect.
Because it takes you 20 to get to the fire escape. 40 feet of movement.
Okay.
20 to get to the fire escape, 20 to get on the fire escape. You finally get the thing down.
I have a climb speed, so if that helps me get up the stairs of the fire escape,
Sure.
so I would have 30 more feet before I do anything else.
So 30 feet will get you from first floor to second floor to third floor to roof. You are on the roof.
Okay. So
What can I see from here?
You can see.
Can I see Zolt?
You can. See
I want to move towards.
No, you cannot see Zolt because she's down on the first floor.
Oh, you're down.
Well,
I'll be up in like 6 seconds.
she did the Jackie Chan run, but she did not get the full. She didn't get like the Neo jump.
Okay.
She got the Rumble in the Bronx run and like you land a few floors down jump.
Yep.
That's what she got.
Oh,
Okay.
What a shout out to what a great movie.
With my extra action from the thing,
Mm-hmm.
because I can't see, I'm gonna take the dodge action. I'm gonna play it safe.
Okay. You take the dodge action. Sounds good.
Because I don't know where she is, so I don't have an idea where to aim.
It doesn't matter, but I ignore half cover.
You hit anyway.
Yeah, I hit anyway. I was like, shoot, I just remembered that.
Great.
Yeah, because you're a sniper. That makes sense.
No, it's a feat that
Is
I
that
took.
a thing?
Yeah,
Nice.
yeah, it's battle condition. I'm sorry.
After Lola is Zolt.
Yeah, so I'm going to spend my movement to climb up onto the roof.
Yes, 10 feet onto the roof.
Okay.
And then you still got 20
more
feet. That'll get you to like midway up that to the edge of the building is essentially. You kind of cut the corner, get to the edge of the building.
Are Lola and I on the same roof?
You were on different roofs. Cool. She is on the roof that
I
you
jumped
off of.
Sweet.
It's going to change.
So I'm not even going to look.
Yeah.
So I will aim and I will try to fire at her again.
Okay, so she is at 130 feet from you.
That's fine. Unnatural 20.
That will hit.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I will spend a Marson to add an additional 2d6 of damage to my roll.
Awesome.
Good.
So 5, 6 plus 3 is 9 plus 6 is 15.
15. Okay. Sounds good. Anything else?
No.
Okay, nothing else. After Zolt, Jeremiah.
So I've been left alone in the front seat to my own devices.
I'm out of the car.
That's right.
I was about to say, do what you're gonna do.
That's right. You are left alone in the front seat.
For now, I'm gonna yell at Effie to get. Wait, are you?
I'm in front of the car.
Yeah, she's in.
You can slam it in reverse if you want.
No. I'm gonna be like, I'm gonna hold action, but I'm gonna yell at her, are you gonna get in, or do I just set up on my own? And then I'm gonna wait for her to see what she does.
Great.
Okay.
If she does not move, I'm gonna wait for her to get in, then go try to set up a good angle. If she moves, I'm still gonna go try to set up so I can get an angle to try to get a shot.
You can't hold a movement.
Oh, I can't hold the movement?
No, it's just an action.
You can hold the dash action, I suppose, but that's
that would be
only
your
going to
action.
get you 30 feet. And we've established that you need to travel 60 to look down the alley.
Right.
I know, but it'll get me closer at the very least. All right.
Are you staying in the car?
I'm staying in the car. Yeah, I'm driving. You're going to be driving the car to set up.
So you're gonna. Okay.
And
So you are.
Also, worst case scenario, if I get a chance,
You are
Flipping
holding the
someone.
action of operating the vehicle.
yeah, that's what
I think that's the best.
that's what I was trying to do. I was
Okay.
like, wait, okay. I wanted to say that, but I didn't know. But yes,
That works.
get in, loser. We're going killing.
Okay. Effie,
Me.
you.
Cool. I will close the hood
Okay.
of the car. Let's see if I get an extra buddy. That'd be good. Yeah, I do. Cool. So I'm gonna look back down the street at where Thomas is. I'm gonna big head jerk in the direction that we're apparently going in, and I'm gonna get in the fucking car.
Okay.
And then I will, for my action, I'm just gonna, I'm gonna just have my gun just below the window, and if something weird and wolfy comes out, I'm gonna shoot it, because I heard her howl.
Okay. All right. We'll get to the car stuff in a minute.
We're going that way.
Werewolf is going to She's been shot twice. She's going to round the corner away from the
Boarding house.
boarding house.
Okay, so she's going.
Going that way. So she takes off. You can see her till she rounds the corner. You would can probably assume she's dashing, but you're not.
How far is the
You're not
corner?
sure. The corner from you, what is her total distance from you?
Right now it's 80.
It's 80.
Yeah.
So 60 feet.
The corner 60.
Corner is 60.
Corner's off.
I was gonna say. Okay. Thank you.
Okay.
It's taunting me. Oh, God damn it, it's over there now.
Oh, the bug.
It was
Oh,
so
there it
close to
is.
me for so long.
Oh!
There you go.
Fuck yeah, son.
Well done.
Killing it.
Nice quick
Literally.
draw.
Yep, sanitize.
Mm-hmm.
Good
Yeah.
call there, too.
Get the blood off your hand.
Oh, I forgot I gotta cut my hand earlier.
Of course you did.
Somebody clip that.
Nice see, that
I'm
was
not.
satisfying in a weird way. Schadenfreude.
Oh.
I'm
Barnes and
Um,
Noble.
I thought you said, where is everyone? It's like, I'm on the roof.
Like, I'm here,
We are
guys.
all over the place.
Let me split the party again, guys.
We're
not
not
really.
playing a party.
And not really, because we're all in the same block. It's not like you guys in the Feywilds.
You know that gun that Thomas keeps with one bullet in it? That's not for enemies.
Do you have a Jack Sparrow gun?
It's for moments just like this.
Yeah, just in case everything's gone to hell, you take that gun and, well, you know what to do. You end a poor man's suffering.
Okay, so
Oh,
here we go. In the future, you cannot move the vehicle with a dash action, only with the movement portion of your turn.
Oh.
Okay.
I'll allow it this time because we did not know.
Okay.
You alter its current speed or perform an extreme maneuver with a maneuver action.
Okay.
Okay. You're going to have to track the vehicle's speed because it does carry over.
Okay.
A vehicle can accelerate up to 2 times its speed with a vehicle handling check. A vehicle can decelerate up to 2 times its speed without a check, and then a check for 4 times its speed. In safe conditions, a vehicle can safely move up to 6 times its speed rating without a skill check. The vehicle's top speed is 20 times its speed rating. Once a vehicle reaches the desired speed, it's no longer required skill check unless conditions change in the maneuver, such as a sharp turn, obstacle, or terrain change.
Okay.
This vehicle you are driving is what car is it? It has to be a sedan to have
For 6.
for 6. So the tech level 1 sedan has a speed of 40 feet.
Got it.
So it's maneuver, not disadvantage. Great.
No.
Make me a vehicle handling check.
Did that when I first thought I was supposed to. 19 total.
19.
Oh, wait. Am I including my dex because I'm proficient? I mean, am I including proficiency because I have
Yes.
driving?
Yes.
So then 19.
19.
Mhm.
Yes. Okay. So you are going to drive towards Thomas and then round the corner. Is that what I'm understanding?
Yeah, I'm trying to get set up because I all I know.
He's trying to go towards where we think the lady is.
Yes.
I understand.
Yeah.
But you guys stopped the car to look down the alley.
Yeah.
So you either got to back up and 3-point turn into the alley, or you got to drive up a block and turn back, or you gotta go in reverse. So what are you doing?
You're driving.
Don't. Do what you're gonna do.
Reverse.
You're gonna reverse?
Mhm.
Okay. Then make me a vehicle handling check at disadvantage.
Balls.
So you rolled a 19. Just roll one more die. If it's better.
Nope.
Okay, so give me the
13.
13 still is enough.
Okay.
Okay, so you are driving in reverse.
Got it.
Just
Just look at me. This is gonna be a bumpy ride.
Why is this happening?
For a second, I was wondering if I should have stayed in the car.
No.
No, you of the two of us, you made the smart decision.
You didn't have to get in. Keep this in mind.
We're not going to be out the blood as soon as we go.
That is the good news.
I'm also gonna die in this car. That's the bad news.
That is the bad.
Is that what you said?
I'm gonna go ahead and take this moment to say that at some point I told Lucy about that gun with one bullet, and
Okay.
Oh, no.
So
I know how you're.
I'm gonna say cars never go as fast in reverse as they go forward because that
is
sense.
factual.
That is factual.
So
So
Buster's proved it.
you can only accelerate the car up to one speed rating at a time going in reverse. You
Look at
can't.
that.
You can't double up. Going
Now,
in
question.
So we can only go 40?
You have carryover speed, so you can go from 40 to 80 feet around, and then from 80 to 120 feet around, up to 10 times.
I don't.
But backwards, we can only go 40.
No, that's what I'm saying.
Okay.
Okay.
Yes. So the maximum speed of the car going in reverse, if its base speed is 40,
Yes.
maximum speed is 400.
Instead of the 800 forward.
Mhm.
I understand.
Yes.
I understand.
Also, for my next turn,
And when a car going forward, the first round you accelerate at 2 times, means you get it going up to 80. It's gonna travel 80 next turn, no matter what.
Yeah.
Unless you
Right.
decelerate. If
Holy.
you speed up again, it gets up to 160. Right? And
That's why I asked my
then
question.
then it goes from 160 feet per second up to 240.
Okay.
And then so you can always add on 80. And then you have to start
Like
making
MPH.
checks.
real quick.
40 feet per 6 seconds.
And
40 feet
forward.
per it's
Yeah.
this is
I got it.
Make
feet
sense.
per round.
Yeah.
Now that does actually have a translation to miles per hour, but
For blocks.
for this 30 feet around, I think it ends up being 3 miles an hour. So you guys are dashing at 5 miles an hour. So this thing to get to something like 60 miles an hour to be 20 times that is
It's that much.
that
Yeah.
much.
Yeah.
Just as a point of reference, will you allow me to, with a maneuvering check to do a J turn?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. That is-
Carry on.
that
We're on my
is
next turn then.
with a maneuvering check.
Okay.
You cannot drive backwards anymore.
Yeah.
Driving backwards.
I want a J turn into.
Okay. Thomas,
Okay.
you hear the rubber peel
Yeah.
and it begin to rush away.
Fucking regretting
just
all
fine.
of my decisions.
I'm going to.
Wait, that was Jeremiah's turn? Then it's
No.
after you, isn't it?
Oh, no, they were discussing.
He held his action.
They had a
Oh,
thing
that's
happen.
important.
Yeah, he held his
That was
action,
dependent upon
and
her
I
action.
had to double up on the
Yeah.
car checks.
Yeah.
Works.
I'm gonna still solid several feet away from that boarding house. Fuck. I'm gonna dash.
You're
Yeah.
gonna dash,
I'm gonna dash towards the house. If I dash, how many feet
which
does
is
that put me? It'll be 30.
30. So that moves you 60. That gets you past the building. So you are many, many feet away.
That's fine.
A whole bunch.
That's cool. I'll keep dashing. Yeah, I
Okay.
dashed.
You're slightly less than a whole bunch now.
Yeah, and there was an extra hole on there prior to the dash.
Yeah.
Now it's just
It's more manageable, really.
right.
Yeah.
Yeah. that's
I'm
good.
just waiting for the army to shuffle out and for me to sit there in the street and be like, James Miller, I'm calling you out.
Eldritch Cowboy.
I'm calling you an 18th century pussy, son. Yeah.
Is it 19th
The
century?
roof that Isolt is on, you can hear people responding essentially to the howl.
No.
And that is where we are going to end.
Oh.
So we're going to try to get the same group back next Friday.
Oh, I'm gonna die in this car.
And we are, that's where we're going to pick up. I'm going to save my map. It is almost midnight.
Yeah.
And we're going to be getting into even just a fight with just the beta.
Yeah.
Unless you guys were going to find a way to one round.
Be smart about this? Fuck no.
One round. I know one way we can put one round in her.
Effie was just gonna let her get away. Honestly, that was Effie's plan.
But I think we've got a fun chase set up. We know where everybody is. I'm holding on to the map. And next week we know we have. Oh, next week is not a late start. Next week is a normal start. The week after is another late start.
And then the week after that, I may not even be here.
Well, that is a
No. So I
possibility.
got 2 weeks to put you down. You got it.
Boom.
Anyway, I
3
think
more
we're
episodes to put me down.
No, nobody's putting you down. We're doing good. So thank you guys for hanging out. Thanks for being with us on the late start. I think we had a good game. You guys found out some good stuff. And we got a
Bought some
nice,
cars.
bought some cars. We're learning about car combat.
I have a
in
job
this.
now.
We're about to
Yeah.
combat. Yeah.
So I'm gonna memorize that section for next week.
Because I'm going to do some stupid shit.
Yes, you are.
Oh my God.
We're gonna have a good time. Thanks for
You're
hanging
gonna be
out,
living.
guys. Tomorrow night we are going to do. We're probably gonna build Star Wars characters. If we don't have a lot of people, we may just play a game. Okay. So it's gonna be a fun night. Either way, we do have a late start tomorrow night, 9 p.m. Are the three of you here? You're here.
I am.
You're here. You're not here. If you want to be, you can be.
Thank you.
So that's what we've got tomorrow, and then we're back for Disasters and Danger on Monday.
Oh God, we're into
1 beer and it's that.
Next week's gonna be so fun, guys.
We got some shit going on.
Yeah, I'm glad we're getting some nice climactic
cliffhangers.
moments. Yeah,
And I'm in both of
we've
them.
got some.
This is straight Matthew Mercer cliffhanger for us right now.
46. Okay.
we're-
Oh, great.
so it's going to be an exciting week. We've got some cliffhangers. We're doing some climactic moments, real mid-season finale sort of stuff. Yeah, very excited about it. So thank you guys for a great night. We will see you next time. But until then, be cool.